All right, here we are. Welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. Today, we are broadcasting live from Get a Haircut. What a cool place. Now you're thinking, why are we just at a barber shop? Well, because this is a rock and roll themed barber shop. And uh, wait till you see. One second. Technical difficulties. All right, hold on. Okay, we're back. Anyway, wait till you see the cool stuff they have here. Now, I don't know if this is considered downtown Las Vegas. I've only lived here 22 years, but there is the Stratosphere. And this is a really cool plaza. And before the end of this video, we're going to show you around. And by the way, guys, look who's joining us right now. Vicky and Carlos Gavazzo. Carlos Gavazzo of the band Quiet Riot. He was also in Rat. And anyway, I'm glad you guys are watching because there's a lot of their memorabilia here. So I'm excited. You know, and maybe we can get to 10,000 subscribers today. But there's all kinds of cool places in here, including the Sci-Fi Center, which is upstairs, which we're going to try to visit. And then there's this really cool little horror movie store that we're going to try to visit them too. And there's all kinds of people out here. You never know who you're going to run into. Hey, look, there's Johnny Monaco. Johnny Monaco, how are you?
Hello, everybody.
I heard that you were playing music all night last night.
Oh boy, it's a late one.
Yeah. Are you still intoxicated?
I'd be a little drunk.
Yeah.
I didn't think it really got that bad. I was late.
Well, a lot of people are watching, and they are excited. A lot of comments and questions coming in.
Okay.
And now listen, we're just here to observe. We'll go in, we'll take a look around, see how they run the place.
Okay.
I think when I went in, there was a lot of people getting their hair cut.
Yeah, thanks in there.
I wonder if you could turn the camera around while you're doing this. Do you think that's an option? Like, what if we wanted to face that way? I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
You think? How do we do it? I don't think you can do it. That's not it. I think we just have to do it like that.
Okay.
All right, let's go, Johnny. Let's go in. Okay. Let's take a look. This is called Get a Haircut. And the nice people invited us to be here. So let's not, you brought it. Would you bring lunch?
I don't want to leave it my stuff in the car.
All right, here we are. Look at this. Get a Haircut. And this is a cool place. And we have people getting a haircut. Sorry to interrupt everybody. And yeah, and look at all this cool stuff. This is Johnny. Take a look at all this.
So much stuff in here. It's
and make sure that everybody can see all the cool
over the years.
instruments.
Look at all the records up here.
Yeah, let's try to look up there. Hold on. Rat EP right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Do you know whose leg that is?
No.
Does anyone watching know whose leg appears on the Rat EP? JJ and Tracy, I bet you guys know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So if someone at home watching, tell me whose legs appear on the Rat EP, and you'll win a prize. There's a Brides of Destruction featuring Scott Coogan.
That's right.
You know Scott Coogan. Of course, didn't you grow up in Chicago? Like with Scott Coogan?
I did.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. You guys okay being on this?
Sure.
Okay. I don't want to embarrass you guys any further than I'm going to embarrass John. There's the answer. Tawny Kitaen.
Oh, I could have guessed
The
that.
late Tawny Kitaen. A lot of people seem to know that. Yeah.
Awesome.
She was dating Robin Crosby. Did you know that, Johnny Monaco?
No, I didn't know that.
All right, look at all these Funko Pops. This is my favorite thing. In my house, I have like 1,000.
You really?
Yeah, I'm not joking. I have
Unbelievable.
1,000. I do have everyone that we're looking at here.
Crazy.
You got Alice Cooper, and then you got Kiss, right? Obviously, and the Kiss ones are smart. They don't say Ace Frehley or Tommy Thayer. They just say Spaceman, and you don't have to pay those.
Which one out of here is the most sought out?
Well, that's an easy question,
Okay.
and I'm going to show them to you. There's two in here that are pretty sought out, and they are Nikki Sixx, right? For sure, Nikki Sixx, and the other one would be Duff McKagan.
Really?
There on the bottom. I mean, all the Motley Crue ones are pretty sought out. They came out in 2018, and they're vaulted, meaning they don't make them anymore. And so When they came out, you could have bought these things for like $8 or $9. Now that Nikki 6 about $150. So things have changed. And we see the Iron Maiden ones here. Steve and Joe. Motley Crue Uncensored VHS tape. I had that VHS tape. Did you?
No, I don't know what that is.
It was like a really, it was like a video compilation and all kinds of fun stuff on it.
Okay.
There's a Bruce Kulick bobblehead doll. Bruce Kulick lives in Las Vegas. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You see, you're learning lots of it. Look at this Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, look at that rat vest. That looks familiar.
You know that one, right?
I mean, I think I've seen that within the past month.
Well, he's probably wore it recently, but that was on the live feed with Stephen Piercy.
Right.
And they
signed it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
So that now it has a new home here. That's a stage used. Some people can come by and see that. And then look at some stuff over here. The Poison Open Up and Say Ah cassette. When I was a kid, I worked at a record store in New York called Revolver Records.
Yeah.
The guy who owned the store was, I think there's young people here, so I'll be careful what I say, but like a sugar kind of situation with this younger woman who was that woman who's sticking her tongue out. That's the uncensored version.
Is candy involved?
Might have been. Look, there's the Hot Topic Lemmy gold statue. The statue doesn't look like that, but the pop is pretty cool.
Those sunglasses are cool.
This is from Johnny Rocks. There's a Sin City Rejects pick in there. You know who's in the Sin City Rejects?
I think you might have mentioned this before.
That would be me. And then the Blas Elias drumsticks. Very cool. And look, there's a Warrant Cherry Pie cassette. Johnny, I feel like you should have brought something to leave.
I'm bringing my mom's coming, maybe.
Well, that's true. You're not going to leave your mom. I don't think you should leave your mom. Anyway, I'm glad that everybody's watching. Excuse me. All right, so let's see here. Motley Crue. How was the haircut, guys?
Oh, man, it was awesome.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you guys had a good experience. Take care. Where are you from?
Kansas.
Kansas. How did you find this fine establishment?
That would be me.
How did you find it?
I actually got on. He said he wanted a haircut, and I was. We were in the hotel. It was sort of close, and then I just clicked on the website, and I was like, "We gotta go."
Did you get here and say I'm not in Kansas anymore?
Yeah, that's exactly what
I said it was better than Disneyland.
I think it's great. Well, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your trip. What do you got planned for tonight?
New York roller coaster. We got to visit the Coca-Cola store, M&M store, Hershey store. And then tonight is Stratosphere.
Those are all good places. Yeah, Johnny Monaco is going to go see the Scorpions tonight.
Is it today?
I think you said you tonight.
Is that what it is?
He's excited.
I'm jealous.
Anyway, you guys have a good trip.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone's very nice here. That's because they're from Kansas, though. If they were locals, they would be cursing us out. Look at all right. So let's look at some of this. This is his like a sort of photo Hall of Fame wall of all types of cool people, and I think you would recognize almost all of these people, and a lot of these people have been on the show too. Now that I think about it, let's see who's been on the show. Well, Stephen Piercy, and that's Vinny Appice. He's been on the show. And who else am I
This
forgetting?
would actually play pretty good.
Let's see. Who else can we find who's been on the show? I thought we had everybody, but all of a sudden, Frank Domino from Angel, he's been on the show. Mickey D is also in the Scorpions. You'll see him tonight. Doro Pesch has been on the show. Jeff Pilson has been on the show. George Lynch. Fred Muscat has not been on the show yet.
It's weird.
Yeah, I keep waiting for him, but apparently he's busy doing nothing. Anyway, we can take a look at some of this cool stuff. Look at all these cool guitars, and I'm glad you guys are joining us here live. Now, guys, what's the name of the plaza that we're in? Does it have a name?
The whole thing is called Commercial Center, but this particular strip that we're in inside Commercial Center is called New Orleans Square.
Okay, so you guys get it. New Orleans Square, if you're in town, you come down to the Commercial Center, and we'll show you around the area some more. And we should introduce Tracy. and Tracy and JJ.
And JJ.
Yeah, you guys are. This is your place. You guys are the brains behind this place. And
He's busy doing haircuts at the moment, but you know.
yeah, well, that's great. It's good to see.
Someone's got to work, right?
Yeah, and hopefully some people, listen. If you're watching right now in Las Vegas, come down, get your hair cut. Why not?
$10 cash only.
$10 cash only.
$10. That's all we charge. $10.
That sounds like an amazing deal. So listen, I'm probably due for a haircut, but
You're overdue.
Johnny says that I should get my hair cut. I think I think Johnny could get his hair cut. But
I got a haircut.
that's true. And it looks good, Johnny. It's very stylish.
Yeah. So you go 0 to 1.
All right, so let's see what else. Let's go to
Forward
the other side over here. These guitars are both were played and owned by Jeff Duncan, who has been on the show also from the band Armored Saint. And you may remember him from Odin. Get a chant going. Odin. 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 Yeah.
Odin.
So if you guys watched the metal years, you know what we're talking about.
Did you get the whole Odin section over here?
I might have missed the Odin section. I don't know.
Oh, and also this is Jeff's vest when he was an Armored Saint. Well, he still is an Armored Saint, but
Yeah.
that was stage worn.
Nice. You need a little plaque under it.
I know we do.
All right, show me the Odin section.
All of this over here, this was Jeff's vest.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And then we have the autograph set list, and this was the patch that was on the back of one of Jeff's vests, I believe.
This is like the Odin Hall of Fame.
This is, and JJ and I met at an Odin show.
Really?
We did. We met at Odin show at the Troubadour.
Like one of the original?
No, later on,
Okay.
2003-ish.
Okay, one of the reunion.
Yeah. So this is
How
all of our
crazy.
Odin section.
Here's Carlos Gavazza, who is watching right now.
There's
Carlos and Vicky are watching right now. Make sure we can see him. Yeah.
We have the signed album and the pictures of JJ and Carlos.
Now this was at the grand opening, and I was there. This was at the downtown location, and it was a great event. And it looks like Carlos feigned getting a haircut. I don't think he really got one. That. All right. Oh, look, we got an Odin chant going in the chat, which which is nice to see.
And look, there you are from
Okay,
the grand opening.
So look at this
Carlos.
picture. Let's see who we can identify. That's Nader DePriest, right? And he was in London. He's a legend, obviously. And he was in the metal years. Frank Domino from Angel. This is Lon Friend, who was the editor of Rip Magazine. Carlos Cavazzo. His wife, Vicky Cavazzo. There's JJ.
Oh, I think that's me in the picture back there.
It is? Oh, gee, sorry.
That's me.
Sorry.
That's okay. I take that as a compliment.
Yes.
If you got me mixed up with Vicky.
Sorry, Tracy. I'm sure Vicky's around here, too.
Yeah, there's plenty of pictures.
And Michael T. Ross, who is a keyboard player. He played in Angel at one point. You know Michael T. Ross, don't you?
I know of him,
Yeah, and he played with Hardline and those kind of bands, and
Okay.
Rita Ford. And
Okay.
he plays those keys. And that handsome fella right there is me.
It's you.
I'm going to lose some weight so I can look like that again. And then this degenerate right there, Scotty Griffin.
The Allure.
I don't know why he bent down. I don't really understand.
Probably tired from walking over here from the Allure.
Maybe. I think I made him come to this.
So there's a bunch of pictures. You'll have to look at this later.
Yeah,
It's from the
absolutely.
original party.
Very cool. I like this area better, to be honest. And this is a cool plaza, and we are going to make sure that you guys see. So I'm trying to check out everybody's comments. We're going to take care of some business because we got to talk some business, and then we'll get to some of the hilarity that's going to ensue. Yeah. So I'm going to sit right here. Johnny, where's your mom? Is your mom really coming?
I mean, she is in town and she's visiting her friend.
Do you call her Mrs. Monaco? Or, what do you address your mom as? Mother Monaco?
Mother, yeah. Usually, yeah, they would think mother because when you live with them and then, it ends up mother, yes, mother. Like in
I like how you say them. Like, does your mother go by different nouns or verbs?
But she's in town and she's visiting somebody and she wants to visit me and she's going to be here for a week and I told her about this, so she said, hey, maybe we'll stop by, if that's okay. Stop by at the barber shop. I said, sure, yeah, I'll come down.
Well, that'd be great.
Jason, you want to see something funny?
Yeah.
That Kiss album, read the certificate of authenticity.
Okay.
That was from my best friend, Sean. As a birthday gift.
Sean Wedlin, in honor of him turning half a century old, dubiously presented to J.J. Jones, and it's signed, cut the hair before it cuts you. How cool is that? Unmasked. On this certificate is your assurance that this item memorabilia has been personally signed by Paul V. Stanley, an out-of-work postal employee from Facomia, California. I think that's the way. Who has had absolutely nothing to do with KISS. The authenticity of the signature is unconditionally guaranteed. Nobody from points. That makes me feel better because I looked at that and said that doesn't look like a Paul Stanley signature.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Well, it's a good gift. All right, now hold on. I'm having a terrible hair day. All right, hold on. Now, I'm just going to set this up right here, and then we're going to go over some business, and we'll answer some questions, and then we'll see where we're at. Johnny Monaco is intoxicated from last night. Johnny Monaco had too much to drink. You know that Quiet Riot song? What's the Quiet? Not one that Slade wrote. Bang Your Head. If there's anybody in the chat, I know JJ and Tracy know, what was that song called before it was called Bang Your Head? You guys know, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think Vicky and Carlos are in the chat too. So.
So the song Bang Your Head, Quiet Riot song, not written by Slade, is Who cut Johnny's hair? Johnny, who cut your hair?
I got a haircut from Jen Stallman, who is Eden Stallman's wife.
All right.
And she is great. She's a good hair cutter.
All right. So that was who cut Johnny's hair. I see people saying Mental Health, but no, the song actually had a title before Mental Health. Johnny, he's waiting in the waiting room. Hold on. Johnny, when you slide over here into frame. Yeah. Be part of this. We're deciding to go with just one camera today instead of two. Okay. Let's see. And Sean is in the chat as well, who issued the certificate of authenticity. So he's giving a shout out. But anyway, someone's got to know it. Bang Your Head. Yeah, the song had a title before it was called Bang Your Head. There's a different version. It goes back. If Vicky's watching, she can answer the question because she might be the only one in the chat who knows it. I think you could probably Google it. You don't really know this one?
I don't know a lot of history about rock stuff, which I should.
This is a good one. I'm trying to think if I know the exact title. I think it's 3 words. Am I right, guys? 3 words?
What's that?
The Quiet Riot song, the original title, 3 words?
I believe so.
Okay, I think that's what it is. Okay, come on. Somebody watching, get it, and we'll give you a prize. And anyway, let's go over a couple of business things, and then we can
There's business?
we can let our hair down, as they say.
Good job.
So anyway, listen, I don't know if you know this, but we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I will say an announcement: we've crossed 1 million views.
Oh,
yeah. And this channel began in the beginning of 2021. Yeah, 2021. First guest was Joe Esposito, who sang the song "You're the Best Around" and The Karate Kid. Good friend of mine. We work together on things. He has a new record out, and he's going to come back on the show to talk about it. He also was in a band called Brooklyn Dreams, and he co-wrote the song "Bad Girls" by Donna Summer. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's a big one.
We went out to dinner one time, and he told me, I got it. And I said, you sure, Joe? And he goes, I got Bad Girls money. So, it's a good thing to have. Because the Donna Summer musical, his music is playing everywhere. He also sang a duet with Donna Summer called Heaven Knows. Anyway, someone did get the correct answer. And the answer is no more booze.
Oh.
Yeah, no more booze. So
that's funny.
Yeah, that is it. So you just sing it like you were singing Bang Your Head, but sing no more booze. I might have thought it was no more beer. But was it no more beer or no more booze?
I think it was booze.
Okay, booze.
I think they had it right.
Okay. Anyway, you guys got it. So your prize on the way. Anyway, but speaking of prizes, so to celebrate 10,000 subscribers and 1 million views, Golden Robot Records is going to give us some really cool stuff to give away. And we have this thing called the Wheel of Names. You haven't seen the Wheel of Names yet.
No.
It's a wheel, and then it has names. And so what's going to happen is we're going to give everybody who's in my Patreon a prize. Everybody. And Golden Robot's going to provide some stuff. I'm going to dig into my personal memorabilia collection and put some stuff in there. So everyone, so if you haven't signed up, now's the time to do it. I think that that we'll have a party, and I think we'll do that a week from today. And my goal is that we hit 10,000 today. That if we can hit it right now. If you're watching this, and if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. And if you're watching on Facebook, remember I can't read your comments. It's the experience. It's more fun if you watch on the YouTube. All the kids are on the YouTube. Okay, let's see here. Just making sure everybody's. Let's see. Someone complaining about the audio. I always hate people who complain. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
What are they saying?
I don't know. The audio. Maybe they hear that someone getting their hair cut. I don't think it's loud. But there's always people who complain. They've got nothing better to do. Listen, this guy, Will Smith, should come to your house and smack you. You know what I mean? Just watch the fucking show. You know what I mean? What are you? Two jackasses at a barber shop having a good time, and you're worrying. Don't worry so much. Johnny looks sad. What's up? Johnny, are you sad?
I'm not. I'm just.
Yeah, well, at least you're not, at least you're not driving or cutting hair or doing anything dangerous.
I'll try to cheer up.
Yeah, he's always audio is good, video is good. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. You understand. All right, so anyway, we're about to hit those numbers. I want to point out that this Friday on the show, my guest is Albert Bouchard. And Albert Bouchard, do you know what band he's from?
The Bouchards.
Well, they are brothers. They are the brothers Bouchard.
Oh, we're talking about fastball.
We just had this conversation.
Oh.
You really don't know who Albert Bouchard is?
Oh, didn't I get in trouble for not knowing that earlier?
I'll give you a hint. He's the most famous person to ever play. Oh, Johnny, I knocked your phone off. I apologize. He is the most famous person to ever play this.
Oh yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
You did just have that conversation.
Yes, he is the most famous cowboy player in history. I'm going to try not to knock your phone
I
off
get it now.
again.
Yeah. So I'll let someone else answer it. Since I'm not sure, but
Why is that happening? Johnny, is that your shot?
that's right. I was just watching it from there.
Oh, you're watching.
Yeah.
In case people want you to
Yeah. Double vision. I got it. Double vision.
It's very weird because it's on a delay. So, all right. Anyway, another professional outing for us.
Yep.
More cowbell. Monaco needs to do a line. I don't think you can do that anymore. Anyway, Albert Bouchard will be here on Friday, and it was a great interview. It's recorded, and I'll be watching it live in the chat Friday. He tells the story of Don't Fear the Reaper, and he tells the story of more cowbell. So anyway, and it's great. He's interesting, and I think he'll be the first guest after we've crossed 10,000. We've got 80 people watching this live right now. Oh, 84. I take that back. Right now, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I think. 2 o'clock here in Vegas. It's probably like 80 something, you think?
Oh yeah.
It's hot. It's gonna
Nice out.
It's gonna be one of those hot nights. Thank you. Guardian Angel enjoyed the Paul Black interview. A lot of people are really enjoying the Paul Black interview. I thought the Paul Black story was kind of already out there. I thought everybody knew it. I thought that people knew that LA Guns are a bunch of thieves. I thought that story had been documented. But you know what happens back in the day? This is the MySpace days when he first told that story. People are discovering bands all the time, and so a lot of people really were shocked that do you know the Paul Black story?
No, I listened to a little bit of the podcast, and I mean, it sounds credible.
Yeah, he was the original singer for LA Guns, and at one point Tracy Guns wasn't even in the band. He left, and this guy named Robert Stoddard was the guitar player. We're trying to find him to come on the show. But anyway, but Paul Black wrote most of the songs that appear on the first LA Guns record, which is right over our heads, I think. And anyway, and when they got Phil in the band, Phil, your buddy, Phil's courting you. Is it true that Phil's come out to see you 3 times since we did the last show?
I think it's just, it's a small town.
Mhm.
People are, you got still certain people, some, so yeah, he's come out a couple times.
Yeah, and he makes requests, right?
Well, I think came out to Mandalay Bay once,
Mhm.
and they had some friends come with them, and then we played at Aces and Nails. I think he lives over there, so it was
He lives in Aces and Nails?
in that area.
Oh.
And he came out for that, and told him if he wants to come up and sing something, I'd learn whatever he wanted me to learn.
And he did pick a song.
Yeah, it's a Rod Stewart song, and
What was the name of that song?
I think it's
Maggie May?
You're in My Heart.
Oh, you got it right this time.
I think that one.
I think that's what's called.
So yeah, but that's a good song, and
Mhm.
I could see him, really singing that one good. So I don't know, maybe in the future he'll come up and do a tune.
Yeah, I know. Vicky's pointing out, and for those watching, Vicky Cavazzo is the wife of Carlos Cavazzo. She says when Carlos joined Quiet Riot, he and Kevin rewrote the song to be called "Bang Your Head." So a little bit of trivia
And
there.
then a little bit earlier, she said that Carlos and Tony wrote the song.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
just a little bit scrolled up. The song was written by Carlos Cavazzo and Tony Cavazzo. No More Booze.
right. See, now that's an interesting thing that I forgot that. So I think it was their song. Maybe it was for Snow or whatever. Carlos's brother Tony is in the band Hurricane, I believe, right? Yeah, and
Yes.
so they wrote that song together. So there's a little history, and I'm sure Carlos is watching. The best thing about Carlos Cavazzo, one of the best things, he's a great guy, is he has no social media at all. He could care less. He doesn't know about drama. He doesn't even know that Bobby Blotzer is completely out of his mind. He doesn't know. And he played with him. He just doesn't get involved.
And he doesn't have a bad thing to say about anybody. Carlos doesn't.
No, yeah. And he's worked with a lot of jerks.
Yes.
He's
That's
worked
just
with-
because you're not online. You don't know the horrible things that people do, so there's nothing to complain about because you're not aware.
He does, well, he just doesn't, yeah. He
He's a
doesn't
good
care.
guy.
It could be that.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know what the hell some of these people are saying. Does Johnny still play Enough's Enough songs in his set? That's a good question. Do you play Enough's Enough songs in your
No.
set? He's lying. I saw him over at Aces and Ales. We've determined that's a lie. You are the father. I saw him.
That's just because someone asked for it.
It was me.
Oh, well, that doesn't count.
My friend Michelle wanted to hear "Fly High, Michelle," and he played it. And then I'm so rude. I asked him to play a Donnie V solo song because I think it's a great song.
Oh, that's right. I remember that now. It's all coming back.
Yeah, they need an acoustic guitar around here so you can play it right now.
Mm.
You bring one of those? You should keep one in your trunk.
There's like 50 guitars in here.
Yeah, but these are like, I don't know.
I want the Vinnie Vincent guitar. I'm gonna fix that up, tune it up, set the bridge up.
Mhm.
It definitely needs to be tuned.
They've been here a while. What songs did Johnny write with Donnie V? Probably a lot of them.
Nothing. Didn't write anything with him.
You didn't write with him?
Yeah, I wrote my name out of the picture.
Really? You guys never wrote together?
No, I mean, it was he would ask sometimes to be on tour, and you're like, I want to work on this tune. You want to stay up and work on this tune, and it's exhausting. I never. I come up with ideas, and it was then he would turn this around and that around. It was just too exhausting. So I just never did.
Michelle Lane is asking, did Johnny leave Charlotte in the car?
Yeah.
I did. When he pulled up, I said, there's a madman pulling up with a woman in his back
I
seat.
just cracked the window.
Yeah, well, that's
It's fine.
okay. So, by the way, if you guys are just tuning in, Johnny Monaco and I are joining you. I feel like you should be more in the
Oh, that's
frame.
all right.
I don't. There's plenty of room for you here.
That's-
Anyway, we're joining you live from Get a Haircut here in Las Vegas. If you're watching and you're in the area, come down. If you live in Scotty Griffin's building, you're just a stone's throw
That's right.
away. You can come by. This is a question that comes up a lot. Has anyone heard Gino Martino's new album? Gino Martino was also in Enough's Enough. Have
His
you
new
heard his new
album?
album?
No, I didn't hear the last one. There's a new album.
So they say. I wouldn't argue.
Oh,
I wouldn't argue with the chat. Okay, so let's see. The Ballad of the Smoking Neighbor. How is your smoking neighbor?
Same. That.
Johnny, I was thinking the other day, you need to share more of your music on your social media because people know you for your goofy antics and sitting here shooting the shit with me, but they don't realize what an amazing player you are. This is me saying it. Johnny's very humble. But, and then we see because there's always a guy who's the toast of the town all of a sudden. This guitar player is the hot new guitar player. And some of the, and I won't say names. Some of them are great. Some of them aren't as great as the hype. But you should be doing half of these gigs.
Mm.
You know, I think you should be. I mean, Johnny plays almost every night in Las Vegas, but I think people are missing out. You know. Anyway, listen to his records. Johnny has an entire catalog. How many solo records do you have?
I think there's like 3 or 4, 5, something like that.
And the new one is called "She Said She Found Her Soulmate." When can we expect that record?
Yeah, I got to finish that. I keep saying that. It's almost done. I just have to finish a couple parts. I mean, maybe summer if I can get it together.
I've heard a lot of it, and you can hear samples of it on YouTube right now. This is a great record. It's becoming Chinese democracy, though. We keep talking about it, and people are waiting to hear it.
Yeah,
Your mother, hopefully she's on her way, she'd be so disappointed to know that you didn't get that record out yet.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to disappoint your mother.
I'm not comfortable where I live, so I need to be somewhere where I can, be louder.
Has Johnny been unbanned from Facebook asking for a friend? Well, yes.
Just recently.
He's got a great video documenting the struggle that he went through, and he is back on Facebook. And you should like him and add him and all those kind of things, and slide into his DMs if you want.
That's what the kids say, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a Snow song. No More Booze was a Snow song. Snow was the band that Carlos and his brother Tony were before they were in Quiet Riot. Do you know who the guitar player in Quiet Riot was before Carlos Cavazzo?
Randy Rhoads.
There you go. See, you said you don't know all this hip rock and roll trivia.
Well, that's following a specific person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, gotta know what Randy Rhoads is doing. I don't know what's happening now.
Johnny, you brought a bag with you, right? What do you have in your bag? Like, I couldn't understand why you're carrying around. It looks like you have tools.
Well, I mean, I had to go pick up something at a sharpening shop, so I have all my stuff in there.
Like weapons?
No, scissors.
Well, why would you bring scissors to a barber shop?
Well, because they were in the car, and I had to go pick up some stuff at the sharp shop, which is over on Charles.
The sharp shop is the thing they have in the mall that sells the little balls you put your hand on and they light up. And
I think everybody in here knows the sharp shop. I would like to think so. They're a fantastic couple over there, and they sharpen barber shears, and I have some. So I went over there and I had to pick up some stuff, and I had it in my car, and he said, we're stopping at a barber shop. So I just, I figured, I don't know what you're going to do with this, but you have a couple barbers here. Someone could probably, help you perform an exorcism.
Well, listen, I'm very hesitant. I'll tell you who normally cuts my hair. A very lovely Hispanic woman. She speaks no English. And I go and see her, and I watch the novellas on the TV.
Okay.
And I tell you, the last time I went in there was right after this pandemic. And this guy comes in, and he says, you're still making people wear masks, right? And I'm in the chair facing away from this psychopath. Yeah. And they're fighting about masks or whatever. These poor women are just doing their job. There's a thing. Who cares? Yeah. Anyway, the guy starts kind of getting violent. I'm telling her, turn a chair around so I can at least see the person who's going to, shoot all of us, And it was traumatic. And they threw him out and they locked the door. And then they went back to my haircut. But like, I don't cut my hair very often. Like maybe, I don't know if you can tell.
It's like one leg.
But it's convenient to my house. I live in a Hispanic area of town. Okay. I have a lot of. I'm a man of the people. I don't live in a deluxe apartment in the sky like you.
Well, I try to separate myself.
Well, yeah, but you live in a palatial, estate.
No, not. We all still end up at Smith's. So
that's true. We all do end up at Smith's. I'm in the barrio though with the people.
Try to stay away from those lunatics.
Yeah, here's a question.
Prove me wrong, people. So
when Johnny's album finally gets released, will you do one of your proper interviews? As if two idiots talking in a barbershop is not proper. Yeah. We'll talk about. We can do it track by track.
They want to do something like that, sure.
And there is a traditional interview with Johnny before we became, hijink buddies.
Couple.
Yeah, a couple. I didn't want to out you, but there is an interview where we talk about Johnny's career, and people had told me for ages, you have to have Johnny Monaco on the show, and I said, you want me to have the scab from Enough's Enough on the show?
Right.
And I was like, well, next you're going to want me to have one of these guys in LA Guns. And then they were like, well, Johnny was a scab in that
You better
too.
watch that term. People get really upset when they're called scabs.
Oh, did somebody tell you that?
I mean, me personally, I don't mind.
Yeah, but did somebody else say that I shouldn't have said it?
It seems to
Oh,
be
I
a
remember
touchy,
this,
a
yeah.
touchy topic.
Yeah, no, well, we won't talk about Bang Tango. Anyway, so listen, the back to serious. No, what? I looked away. That's what I do when I'm making fun of somebody. Anyway, listen, but then everyone goes, he is so funny. He is hilarious. You got to have him on. So I watched some of Johnny's interviews, and he is very funny. But then
sitting right here.
But then you came on the interview, and you were straight and boring and serious and real and talked about life.
You asked me those questions. What do you want me to say? I didn't really even know you. I still don't.
That's true. Well, we always see each other. When Johnny and I do talk off the show, I get mad at him because I don't think we should be giving away this entertainment. You know, and there's nothing that I wouldn't say in anyway. Jason, does your shirt say I shave my balls with a chainsaw? No chainsaw. I thought that this was an appropriate shirt to wear today, right?
It's beautiful.
I took an Uber over here, and I had a really hot Uber driver.
Really?
And I thought to myself, this young woman is going to be so offended by my shaved balls shirt, and she didn't speak to me the entire ride.
Yeah.
We listened to, she had Katy Perry on when we got in the car. Do you like Katy Perry?
Yeah.
You know what I'm listening to? Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
Do you like her?
I don't know who that is, but
You like it. She's playing the Cosmopolitan. We should go see her.
really.
Yeah, you like her.
Mm.
Okay,
Be
so
good.
by the way, thank you guys. The place is jumping. But anyway, so hold on. Resurrect the Sin City Sinners again and make Johnny the guitar player. I can't make him do anything. But if hypothetically I was going to resurrect the Sin City Sinners, which really we only took a time off because of the pandemic, and then the last lineup was kind of a temporary thing. We were using guys like it was more a pop thing. It was fun. But if I was going to do that, hypothetically speaking, I think Johnny would be a singer and a guitar player, sort of like how the band began back in 2007. Is Johnny hungry for custard?
I like that custard. I will always have custard in my life. I haven't been back down there since, just because those lunatics.
I'm trying to talk him into going to a Thai place.
I'll do that.
Called Como. Have you guys been to Como? It's right near here.
Yeah, they have great lunch specials.
Yeah. Well, we got to hurry this shit up, though.
How is it over there? Great.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I think it ended at 2, though. I think.
Well, I'll pay full price for Johnny.
What did you get?
I got mixed veggies with chicken and brown rice, and the lunch special comes with
Like an egg
super
roll.
salad and I think an egg roll.
A
It's really
back
good.
massage.
No massage, unfortunately. And then our Juan's right next to it too, another Thai food restaurant.
Oh, nice.
And then we had Lotus of Siam in this plaza too, but that one's
What?
temporarily closed.
Our wand.
Yeah, all 3 Thai restaurants. I know.
Johnny, how was Nancy Wilson with Shaka Khan? I don't think you saw that.
Yeah, when she played with Styx.
Yeah, but Shaka Khan wasn't there.
Maybe they're referring to the singer that was
That's racist.
singing with her. I thought the girl that sang with her was good, but I didn't think it fit the style because
Did they sing that I feel for you? I think I love you. They sang
no, they sang heart songs, but like Barracuda and everything. I mean, that voice is so specific that if you hear anybody else sing it, even if they're a good singer, it just doesn't sound quite right. She was good at what she did. It was more of like a Pink Floyd kind of, the backup singers and like.
It was like a political statement.
No.
It was like marijuana music.
No, when she's like whoa, 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 all that stuff in Pink Floyd.
Yeah, another brick in the wall.
No, that's not that one. But that sounds more of how she sang. Powerful.
Shaka Khan is singing like Pink Floyd.
It's not Shaka Khan. I think
This they said.
I think he's this person.
He or they. You better
Yeah.
clean up your act.
That person is just making a reference towards a statement of a blanket statement.
Yeah. Okay. Would Johnny play in Heart?
Yeah, I
question.
mean, who wouldn't want to play in Heart?
There is no Heart right now. You'd have to play one of the sisters.
Right. Well, the one, like I said, she was out with Styx, so Styx came out and was her backing band. Like Styx played a little bit, then she came out, then they stayed on stage, played with her, and then they went back to sticks. So she came out when they used the backing band, which makes sense.
And Shaka Khan didn't come out at all.
Who they're referring to, came out and sang lead vocals with Heart.
Okay, well,
I'm
there
pretty
you
sure
go.
that's what they're talking about, right?
Yeah. All right, Johnny, tell me a little bit more about what you have in your bag.
I have my all my tools are in there.
Like, what kind of tools do you carry with you?
All my barber tools.
But so, Johnny, you were telling me before we got here, you said, wouldn't it be funny if I cut your hair on this show? And I thought that this was, shtick. Because sometimes I can't tell, even as many shows as we've done, I can't tell when you're doing shtick. But you say that you would cut my hair live right now on YouTube.
I mean, if you need a haircut, I mean, it depends on where you're going with that. This is a barber shop. It's a little different than a salon hairstyling for, but we're so much stuff here that I think we could get it done. There's brooms, there's Ibanez, Icemans.
Well, when I think of
there's an axe base you can just chop into.
That's true.
It's got the axe base,
Now,
correct?
now,
right?
Johnny,
The platforms.
I think it would be funny if you cut my hair on the show. I do need a haircut. I'm overdue, and the Latino women who cut my hair,
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in a long time, and so and listen, anything I can do to get a free haircut.
We
But
can certainly get that done.
is Johnny there trying to get a job as a barber? I think Johnny should just take walk-ins and work here for the day, like a special, like you play a song and then you cut a hair. A hair or two hairs. Anyway, I think if the people watching, and there's 91 right now, if the people watching think that it would be entertaining if Johnny Monaco cuts my hair right here and get a haircut in Las Vegas, I think that if they think it's funny, I would be up to do it. I'm worried, and I'll tell you what I'm worried about. Johnny has played in bands with people who are follically challenged. I'm not saying they have alopecia or any of those things. I would never say that, because I'm scared. If I heard somebody saying, if Chris Rock wasn't the host who made the joke, right? Let's just say it was Jason Momoa,
Right.
or The Rock.
Okay. Well, those are both bigger guys. I get.
I don't think Will Smith would have objected. I don't think he objected anyway. He seemed to find the joke funny at first.
Yeah. The whole thing is stupid.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of rich people.
I'm with you. Yeah, but we've all done that. We've all gotten that look after we laughed at something and go, "Oh yeah, that was terrible." I do it all the time. I think everything's funny until my soulmate or whatever looks at me and then I go,
There
"Oh
was
shit,
more
I'm in
going
trouble."
on there, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't care about
So
that.
someone says I should get a trim. They like it, and then Brian is chanting haircut. Some people think that this is just a shtick. Someone says I should get a bowl cut. I am a fan of the when Johnny Ramone did it, but the other guy who did it, who played with you, he made it look foolish.
You're not getting a bowl cut.
No,
Not for me, at least.
Yeah. Well, Johnny's assured me that he takes this serious and he takes this with pride. And but have you ever cut hair before?
Sure.
You didn't sound very convincing.
I would like to point out that the man in the chair right now and me are wearing the same socks. So
Well, look at that. How wild. Did you guys plan that?
Wow.
we called each other.
Look at well.
Unbelievable.
Can we see your socks, sir? Look at that.
I don't even know why.
You guys called each other. Sorry to interrupt your haircut, sir. And it looks good, by the way.
I think I should be more focused in life, but for some reason, those are the things I notice.
What a good observation. Okay, well, Johnny, I think
Always profiling.
are people if people are oh, Jesus.
That's right, Jason.
Sorry, Johnny. Johnny's watching on a monitor. He likes to see himself live.
Because I don't like the way I look usually.
Well, tell me about it. I got now
Look at
that I
my
got
hair.
that high def thing with the show, I can't stand looking at myself.
Well, it's all in angles and lighting.
That's what they say. But I mean, I used to work in the adult industry.
Like
Would-
a roadrunner.
Someone said get the Phil Lewis cut. Yeah, and then somebody mentioned Chips Enough. I'm not going to out anybody for their hair. That's a horrible thing to do. But I don't want a haircut like those two people. Did you ever cut anyone in Enough's hair?
I don't think I have.
And you didn't cut anyone in Ellie Gunn's hair. I mean,
No.
I wouldn't think.
No.
I wouldn't think there's much options for
I
that.
have cut hair though on tours. we were out with Brittany Fox. I think I cut the guitar player's hair.
It was probably a scat.
Again, they get real touchy when you call them that.
Right. I feel it. A sub. Not a dom, but a sub. No, a guy. Brittany Fox, I heard. I know you're waiting for this. They're back together, I heard. And they're going to be playing at one of these shows that I'm going to. It's only the bass player again, though.
Oh, okay.
He's pulling the. But I did an episode on my show with Johnny D, who's also on the same tour because he's the drummer for Doro Pesh. He lives in Germany now.
Okay.
And anyway, so the bass player for Brittany Fox will be playing while the drummer for Brittany Fox is on the same bill. I did locate Dizzy Dean Davidson. Everybody told me I couldn't do it. And I was sitting with Steven. We're on this thing called a party bus from the airport. And I told this Dizzy Dean Davidson story. And I showed him a picture of Dizzy Dean Davidson. No one knows what he's looked like in 20 years. And Steven was, and he usually laughs and loves everything. He went, who the fuck cares? And he was just disgusted. He goes, I don't want to hear any more stories. He was
Love
so
it.
mad. When is this car going to pull over?
Love it.
Yeah. Anyway, but I did find him.
I think we get along.
Anyway, listen, if you guys really want to see me do a haircut, Mark says that you'll do a great job. Let him do the cut. Call your friends. Your haircut looks great, Johnny. Carla Green, no relation, but a great name. Someone says Mohawk. Someone says just do the split ends if there are any. I'm sure there's a few. Anyway, look, if you guys want to see this, I think we try it. Chip is getting his hair done at Weaves and Weed.
That was from the podcast.
Oh, did you say that?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, it's good. It's good. Weaves and Weed.
We're
That's
very
funny.
happy with you.
Did you get in trouble?
Yeah, of course.
I don't get why everyone is so damn sensitive.
Very sensitive. Very sensitive. Well,
All right, JJ, would you mind if Johnny cut my hair here in your salon? This is a hair. Why don't you call it a salon? You can barbershop.
It's a barbershop.
Yeah.
And no, I don't mind. Of course not.
Okay, well, because this is your domain, and Johnny and I are guests. But if you're okay, and Johnny allegedly brought weapons or tools.
Weapons to some, tools to others.
All right, and Michelle Lane, she says do a trim, just a little. Just a little.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends.
I was showing him.
It depends on what you want to go for here. There's this one length stuff. You know.
Somebody said Chip's wife made him quit pot. I don't believe that. How is that possible?
I don't know. Maybe.
But he lives for pot. Pot is his first wife.
Second wife.
Oh, second wife. All right.
Mom.
Hey, look who's here. Wow. Hey. Well, listen, this is so funny.
How you doing?
I was looking for somebody who could vouch. I was looking at someone who can vouch for Johnny.
Yes. How you been?
Now,
Excellent.
That's a haircut.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's nice. I like, let me see. Did you get that here?
No. Well, this is our first time here. We're new.
Oh, you're new.
It's my mom and everybody.
Hi. I came in from Chicago just to see him.
All right.
now, what do we address your mom as?
Virginia.
Virginia. Okay, I was saying like Mother Monaco,
No.
Mrs. Monaco. Okay, yeah. Do you like when people call your son just Monaco? I like to call him Johnny.
I call him Johnny.
Yeah, it's strange though, just Monaco thing, right?
What is your name?
Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to
Your mom's
meet
a big
you.
fan of the show, obviously. Yeah, her first
I saw
episode.
him one time, but I wasn't sure. What the
Oh,
name
that's
was.
okay.
Our
Yeah.
good friend. This is Arlene McCrory here from.
He's
Oh,
known
really?
him since he was, what, 10 years old? 7 years old.
7 years
Seven
old.
You look good. You look
Was
the
he
same.
always like he is now?
No, he was much younger.
Well, that I can understand, but
That's good. That's good.
he's got a bit of a sense of humor,
Oh, yeah.
but it was always this kind of character. Yeah. Was there ever times that you thought he went too far?
Daddy, what?
That maybe he went too far? Because Johnny's a bit of a character sometimes.
Yeah.
Did you ever think it's too much? Do you ever tell him, Johnny, enough with that?
I'm trying to be nice.
My thunder.
She's your mom is funny too. You know, she must run in the.
You're recording right now?
We're
Oh,
live.
on YouTube.
No. Really?
Yeah, you know what?
Oh,
Now she's mad that she didn't sign the release.
It's all right. Who you got your friends watching?
Who knows?
Well, listen, I'm glad you're here. It's exciting that you're in town. Have you been to Johnny's palatial estate?
No, we haven't seen each other
Not
since I left
I
Chicago.
haven't seen him for a long time.
Do you watch the videos though? You
Oh,
see
yeah.
what he's up to?
Yeah.
He's got a crazy neighbor who smokes too much. You've seen this guy?
It's on your video, neighbor.
Have you seen that? You know, that Johnny has a friend that he drives around with.
Oh yeah, Charlotte.
Charlotte. So you know
Oh, I
Charlotte.
know Charlotte.
Charlotte lived in your place.
She scared the heck out of me one time because I didn't know he had it.
Well,
All I know is I saw feet on the ground, and when I was going,
No, you guys are fine.
yeah.
No,
Well,
we're just talking. We're just here.
yeah, it's a very loose show. That's JJ and that's Tracy. I didn't catch the gentleman's name in the chair. I'm sorry. Rodrigo is here. Yeah.
Me and
he's
Rodrigo
getting his
got
haircut.
the same socks on.
They have matching socks. They worked this out. And so, okay, so a lot of people are saying hello.
Hurricane, Utah. It's at a resort.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll get back to Johnny and his mother. What a surprise guest! I'm so glad you guys got to see this. And we are going to.
It's a resort. It's a nice place in the middle of it.
By the way, Virginia, a lot of fans saying hello to you.
Oh really?
Yeah, Michelle Lane and Tina Honeycutt, and yeah, everyone is saying hello, and they're happy to see you, as am I. Anyway, so we're gonna in just a minute. I'm gonna see if Johnny can cut my hair, and this is gonna be a first. If you're just tuning in, make sure you subscribe because it helps this channel, and we want to get to 10,000. And Christopher, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who watches this channel. You guys are the reason why this thing is going on.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, so just a minute, and we'll get to that.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
JJ's barber.
So Virginia, if I can call you Virginia, so I'm thinking about letting Johnny cut my hair.
You are? Oh,
you-
he's good.
Yeah?
He's good.
Has he cut your hair?
No, he hasn't cut my hair.
Yeah.
I go somewhere. No, evidently. I'm in Chicago.
Well, that's true, yeah. But how long has Johnny been cutting hair?
Oh my God, since high school.
Yeah, so this is not like he's not lying to me. He really does know how to cut hair.
I
He
didn't tell
went
you
to
I
Barber
did that.
College for 4 years during the summer.
Okay.
He got his license. His father made sure of that because his father was a master barber, and he taught him.
You see that, Johnny? Your father was a master barber. We're learning about the Monaco
He
family.
was. Oh yes, it was.
First barber school in Chicago.
Yeah, how amazing. Well,
South Bell Zone.
all right. Well, you guys watching, we are going to do that. Where are we set up to do it?
Well,
What do we have to do? What needs to be done to get a haircut?
well, for you, I mean, we'd have to wet it down. You can either squirt bottle it, or you can put it in the sink, and then that's all you need is somewhere to sit down, and we're done.
All right. You tell me where we should go, Tracy.
Well, probably when JJ's done with this.
Oh, okay.
one, might be-
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Listen, I've been talking bullshit for an hour. I can do an hour. I can do a few more. I apologize for the offensive shirt. Yeah, her read it. And then I said I would have wore a different shirt if I knew that we were going to have decent company.
Unbelievable.
You
I can't
know.
take you anywhere.
I know. I'm embarrassed. For those of you who haven't seen my shirt,
In other
yeah,
words, he's a ball buster.
yeah. But
Yeah, he's a
now,
ball buster. Hilarious. Stop stealing my thunder, Don Rickles.
okay. So.
I just read your shirt.
So hey, listen. While we're getting ready, why don't we? Should we take a quick look around?
The plaza?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we'll do that real quick. You gonna come? Your mom can come too.
Sure, yeah.
And yeah, everyone can.
We're gonna look around.
So listen, I want to show you guys a little bit more of this great
Nice
plaza.
meeting you.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back. The haircut is going to happen. The haircut heard around the world.
Oh, there's coffee next door.
Yeah, we have a traditional Seattle coffee house right next door called Fort.
All right. Well, let's
You
take a
guys
look.
need a violin or anything?
Violins, yeah, I was looking at the violins here.
And this place is open, Tracy?
Yeah, do you want I can walk you over there.
Yeah. Well, I'll take a look.
Introduce you to the owners as well.
Yeah. It's
It's a really cool
it's
place.
good to support local businesses. Hopefully, they're not playing like the new hip hop song.
Oh, why are they closed? They're
Uh-oh.
always open. Uh-oh.
Their music got them demonetized.
They're always open.
Well, they're probably taking a short break.
Maybe.
But I'm going to make sure that music doesn't get demonetized. Okay, tell me what else is here.
Okay, so that was the coffee place.
Right.
And then, of course, here's Get a Haircut.
The coffee shop is open 24/6. We just happened to miss the one.
Of course.
Okay.
This is the Office of Collecting and Design. This is Jessica's business. She owns this business, and she has a lot of little collectibles.
So this is not like a mob collection. You're talking about like a collectibles.
Yes, she has a lot of collectibles. This is her collection.
Okay.
This was formerly Cocky Punk, which is an alternative lifestyle store. But unfortunately, they had to close their brick and mortar, but they are online still. Cocky Punk. It's a men's alternative lifestyle store.
Okay.
They have manties.
Manties, okay.
And other
Johnny Monaco.
items of interest.
Johnny Monaco probably would like those.
And then here we have Hellbound.
Yeah, I like
this.
I want to go in here.
Collectible.
Now she said she would turn the music off for us. Now she said she was camera shy, so I promised that I wouldn't put her on. But we're going to take a look. Now this is my kind of.
It's amazing.
This is my kind of place. This is a little
amazing.
bit what my house looks like. So. And this is certainly a lost little treasure here in Las Vegas, hidden treasure. That's what I should say. So if you guys come to get a haircut, you have to come in here and look at all of this cool stuff. And I do have a lot of these things. I got a bunch of the Living Dead dolls. I have the Crow one, I know. And then I had a bunch of these models. I sold all that stuff off. And then... what else?
How about the trooper back here?
Yeah, how cool is that? Statue, right? Or bust, yeah. Hand painted. Nice.
I don't know.
I don't have that actual one.
Want to come in and check it out?
Let's see.
Yeah, there's a Chucky doll in here for you, man.
Oh, God.
How about
Chuck-
you guys looking for a nice conjuring?
Johnny's bringing his mother to the horror store.
Chucky.
You know, Johnny, they have a serial killer. Oh, I didn't want to show you. They have serial killer paraphernalia. And Johnny, you told me a story about when you were young in Chicago. Tell us the story.
Yeah, well, when they were pulling the bodies out of Gacy's basement, that was right by Cumberland and the Expressway. So we drove over there and we were watching it because it was on the news. We didn't know what was happening. They're like, "This is happening." There's all these newscasters.
Yeah, weird.
Mark Rockcastle and us. We drove down there, kind of watched some of that. So and there's like stills from that time that are still out on the internet. And they have a nice little. A Gacy wallet if you're looking for something for
It's
your
made out
purse.
of human flesh, I believe. No.
Probably.
All right, and then I have Frankenstein, of course, and I don't really do some serial killers very much, but I've got a lot of Universal horror. This is something that I've been saying I got to pick up. I think this is cool. This is just in time for the holidays. Gremlins. This is the Gremlins scene where they are caroling, and I did say I have to get that, and I will. And then let's see what else we have here. Funko Pops, of course, I have all of those. And grown man with a house full of toys. Look how cool this place is. Look at that. Welcome to hell.
Phantasm. What a great poster.
You never thought that. And then they have a wall of fame back here, too, with all kinds of cool. There's a signed Linda Blair picture. Christine Elise, who I've very nice woman, an appearance with her. Look at all this cool stuff. There's a Halloween picture signed by, I think it's Tony Moran, Aaron Moran's brother, Judith O'Day. And then look at these cool cards. When I was a kid, we used to go to the Optimo candy store cigar shop, and we would buy these cards. I remember having these Jaws 3. They're $7.50 a pack now, wasn't it? And then Hellraiser, True Crime cards, Rocky Horror picture show cards. I mean, how fun is this? And then, of course, giant pinhead. And there is Charlie McCarthy, a little Pennywise. That's Ghoulies down there. And all kinds of cool stuff. I have to come back and buy some stuff. Here's some vintage stuff. And then some really cool.
Smells good in here too.
Magnets. It does smell good. I think that's the. Oh, I thought it was the monster air fresheners that you have
Inside.
for the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They talk about it throughout the nation.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So that would be, that would really.
But anyway, when you come down to this is Norland Square. That's the name of this place.
Yeah, and I was
that.
just told now
Fabulous.
that this is the oldest shopping mall, the
Yeah.
strip.
In Vegas, yeah, it was the original.
There you go.
So now you'll come see a little bit of
Tell me
history.
about the best
Support-
Thai restaurant is right there.
That's what I was
Support
told.
local business.
Yeah.
What happened?
She's mentioned the Thai restaurant.
Thai restaurant.
Yeah, the
It's
best Thai restaurant in Vegas
See?
is right here in this shopping area.
Yeah, I go to one called Como's. Is that the
Yep.
one you guys go to?
Yep. Right
The
there.
right
Yeah.
there is the best.
That's it. Yeah, Como. I had a friend. She told me about it. I've gone there a bunch of times.
And we
And-
also have Vicky's Diner here, which is one of the oldest diners in Las Vegas that recently moved from its other location on Las Vegas Boulevard to here.
There's all kinds of
That's
cool
right. It's in
stuff.
here. Is that on the corners?
There it is. It's right over there, straight across the parking lot.
Well, I'm going to come back and visit because I love all things horror, and I see all kinds of things that I want to buy. So we'll do that. And like I said, I didn't know this was here.
His
But,
dad started this.
And then another-
All right.
in the 60s.
We're going to head on. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank
Make
you.
sure you
Nice
come
meeting
visit.
you.
What's the name? I should get the name.
Hellbound Horror Collectibles.
Hellbound Horror Collectibles. Okay, perfect. Make sure.
JJ is ready for you to come
Okay,
back.
now it's haircut time, Johnny.
Yeah, haircut time.
Hold on, let me get the door. All right, you ready? It's haircut time.
You have pentagram necklace or anything before we leave on?
No, thank you.
Exorcist socks?
No.
It's Johnny. That's very considerate. Seeing if your mother would like a
Yeah.
pentagram necklace or
Yeah.
or what exercise socks.
A
You know, you
garlic
never know when you're
necklace
gonna
by
meet
this
someone you
time
don't
it would be
like.
garlic.
Mhm.
Put a spell on them or something.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well, this is exciting. This is really a cool plaza, and I bet you if some more places move in and people knew about it, neighborhood would be a little,
This would be
you know,
great to rebuild.
rebuilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they could fill up the stores in here, make
This
sure.
would be fabulous.
All right, here we go. Sorry for everyone who's. I wanted you guys to see all that stuff, and so I'm a little behind in the comments. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me get a tripod.
Here, let JJ clean up from the
Okay.
previous haircut, and then it's all yours.
Johnny, someone suggested that I get a rough cut.
Hilarious.
I thought that was actually fairly funny. Who said it? Here we go. The rough cut. And Dr. Paul Shortino wants to know if there's a vet here in case he needs to get some prescriptions. You know, Dr. Paul, he's got good material.
One of my
I'm a
favorites.
fan of his.
I love her green.
And oh, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Very nice of you supporting us. I didn't give Johnny that for the haircut.
Bye.
The Historical Commercial Center District in Las Vegas. Wow. All right. What does FFS stand for? You know that one? You're way hipper than me. FFS?
I don't know.
It's not important. It's the person's name. They said FFS. I don't know what that means. I'm not really hip with that lingo that the kids talk. 94 people watching a couple of grown men
Yeah.
in a barber shop.
Yeah. Right.
I'm a little excited. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
I would never got
I
that.
should have known that.
I never would have got that. Everyone else seemed to know.
Yeah.
But David, no, the haircut has not happened yet. We're just getting ready. I'm just doing a little preparation. I took out a little bit of life insurance,
Oh,
not a big plan.
you'll appreciate this.
But let's see. Johnny has his tools. I don't still completely believe
Tricks like
Check it out.
him, but let's see.
The old one.
Someone in the live
check that
chat
out.
said,
That one
like
right there.
Dexter.
You can't get those anymore.
I actually have one of these that
It's too hot.
I don't use it.
I'm not going to use it.
Mine's in the bag of tricks, old
Yeah.
tricks.
This one, this is great.
I actually had one of these about 3 or 4 years ago.
I'm going to get the dual magnet
Yeah.
guards because the one magnets don't fit. You got to do the two. And then I don't even need the Oster because this will do that unless I'm in a shop all day. But this will be fine for what you're doing.
Cool.
2, 1, bing, bing.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh,
All right. Well, you guys do
what are
what
we
you
gonna
got.
All right, let me get a
No, you got
tripod.
someone coming in?
I thought they were going to, but apparently
If they do, I can sit in another chair.
Oh, it's all right.
I don't need to use your chair. I mean, if someone comes in, I want you to work. I'll just.
Yeah, I would say whatever is easy for you.
Right here. You guys just hop in and do your thing
Yeah.
right here.
What do you normally do? Yeah, you don't have a chair for wedding. You use to stick their head in there.
I don't really shampoo anyone's hair anymore, so I got rid of the shampoo.
Well, you could probably just use a spray bottle. Yeah.
You could do that. That's fine.
I can,
You set up how you want to set up.
okay, let me get a hold on, folks. You guys can all be part of the behind the scenes.
If you wanna,
We just need something to put that tripod on. I was going to use one of these
you wanna
chairs.
set it on the drum stool right here, or if we use this as a table, you can move that. wherever
Okay,
you want.
that'd be perfect. Johnny, which way do I face when you're cutting the hair?
Well, we're gonna cut like this.
Okay, so
Do you want just put it like? Can you expand your tripod to go up higher?
well, listen, I think it's personal, but I mean, you should.
Or do you want to use like something like this?
Yeah, I think that's fine. You put that right there, and I can expand my tripod, of course. It's not the first time, and now he's caressing my hand. All right. Oh, hold on, I got someone's comment that I didn't take off.
And then we can kind of tilt it down on angle. See if that's going to be. See if this is going to work.
I think it is.
Is it too high? Is it?
Maybe is it
Let's see if we're in
sturdy?
the. Should we see how we're in the shot?
Yeah, I don't have my real glasses.
Pretty good,
on, so
right?
I think so.
At an angle like that, everything in the background.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
And maybe, we just have to talk loud, maybe, or maybe bring it a little closer. I don't know. It's up to you.
Let me see.
You're the master barber.
My,
I'm just a master baiter. Yes. Monaco's mother laughing at the offensive humor. My mother is going to be so jealous that she didn't get to be here too. My mother's like Lucy though. She wants to be in the show. Yeah. She thinks I all my jokes came from her. You know, maybe some of them did, not the ball shaking one. But,
love it.
okay. So this is very exciting. We're here at Get a Haircut, Las Vegas, in the historical downtown, whatever it's called. and this is New Orleans. I knew that part. Yeah. Look at this. You bring that with you?
Well, I mean,
How nice.
I don't want to take. This is an old one.
Yeah,
This is from,
Liberace. They have something like this.
This is from Barber school. This has got to be you don't even make them like this anymore. It has to be 30-something years, 40 years old.
I think people watching right now have got to be saying, "What is going on?"
It's my dad's. Probably my dad's.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I mean, you got this. You know, this is a different thing here than a barber cut, but.
Yeah, I know. Well, yes, this is not a traditional.
Chop this right off like this.
I put a lot of trust into. When you have a face like mine, you like to have hair to cover it. You know what I mean?
Can't really.
Not all of us can pull off that, that boyish Johnny Monaco looks.
Oh, he's just a barber. He doesn't play in the band. He just likes the rocks. Oh, are you talking about the barber?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about,
Jason?
yeah, Jason.
Oh, Jason. They want to know what bands you've been in.
I was in the management business for a while, and I went to school for broadcast journalism, and I worked for a TV show called Geraldo Rivera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day. I'm from New York, and
There's your water bottles.
then I played a band called Sin City Rejects here in Vegas, and and now I do this show called Waste Some Time with Jason Green, and a lot of people are wasting their time with us right now. Over 100 people just hanging out watching. Now I want to tell a story about me getting a haircut in front of an audience. This is not the first time I've done this. I have been knighted by the St. Baldrick's. I forgot the name of the whole charity now. St. Baldrick something, whatever. It's a great charity. They raise money for
A lot of
kids.
ball talk lately.
For money with a good segue to the charity stuff for kids fighting cancer. And anyway, so I had my long hair, and someone asked me if I would donate my hair and cut it all off and shave my head, and I did that. And the first time I did that, I alone raised $3,500.
Wow.
And an audience came to watch it, and the hair went to Locks of Love. And then every year I decided to do it. I did it 3 times total, and altogether raised $250,000 for functions, shaving people's head. I would do this at the Hard Rock Hotel in a place called Vinyl. That's where we did it the most. And we would have celebrities come in and shave heads. You don't have to be a barber to shave a head, but we had Chris Kale from Five Finger Death Punch. He's follically.
They're big fans of it.
Yeah, he's follically challenged as well. I hope he doesn't smack me, but I think it's by choice. And then Oz Fox from Striper, someone said they wanted to get him to shave. I believe they said a Jewish star, but he wasn't able to do it. And not because of, just because he technically couldn't do it. I think he was on post. Anyway, and we had all kinds of famous people do it. And Rascal Flatts was a band that I interviewed there. People think I only talk to the heavy metal guys, but and Rascal Flatts. You do Rascal Flatts?
I know who they are.
Very good, very good. I'm not a giant country fan, but I heard their music. And anyway, they donated a ton of stuff. And also, you know who was there that day? Adrian Zemed. You know him?
No.
Johnny, your mother didn't teach you about Adrian Zemed? Adrian Zemed was in a movie called Bachelor Party. He was on a TV show called T.J. Hooker, which the title's misleading because there's no prostitution any time on the show. But anyway, T.J. Hooker, he was on that, and Adrian Zemed was in Grease 2.
My favorite movie.
Grease 2 is great.
It's fantastic.
All I asked him about was Grease 2 the whole time. I think he was a little, but it was for charity, so it was okay. But anyway, so I did that. I hosted those events every year, and every year we raised a ton of money, and that was thanks to Andrew Courtney at the Hard Rock Hotel. Now it's called the Virgin. Not really as fun, but anyway. So this is not my first public haircut. Johnny, how is my hair? What would you say about it? Yeah. Okay. Good.
I mean, it's in good shape.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't see any problems.
Because the rest of me is falling apart. So I feel like if I can just hold on to the hair as long as possible, that would be good.
Good.
All right. So now my hair has been wet down with a mystery fluid. Oh, sorry. They were cheering outside, hitting their horns. There's a big audience of people. Anyway, if you guys are watching,
Look at these.
and if you just tuned in, make sure you visit Get a Haircut Las Vegas. It's a cool vibe here, and everyone's kind of, we're all having a good time, which is nice. All right, be gentle, Johnny. I know you Chicago guys, you get very rough and tumble. And did you ever see Al Capone when you were growing up?
No, not personally.
Did you watch the episode of Geraldo when he opened the vault and he found the bottles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know where that area is? Yeah. It's kind of sad. I remember feeling bad for him. I think I saw him like a couple of days after that, and everyone just kind of kept their mouth shut.
No, you didn't know what was going to be in there.
No, it could have been amazing. But at least it was real. I think nowadays they would have opened it first and maybe planted something.
Right.
But back then, that was live television was a big deal. I was going to dye my hair because I didn't want people to see that my hair is, not authentic. But then I realized, you got to be yourself. What can I do? I think people know that I don't have jet black hair and beautiful green eyes. Yeah. My mother does not like that I straighten my hair. When I was young, I had like Robert Plant curly hair. It was blonde. And as I got older, it got a little darker. And then as I went through a miserable life, as I got older, I got very gray. You know what I mean? Just from
Is that what it's from? A miserable life?
Well, yeah. Johnny, explain the miserable and the horrible.
Well, things are divided up into the miserable and the horrible. And, the horrible are kids with, leprosy, blind kids.
Alopecia.
The miserable, everybody else.
Yeah. So we should be grateful that we're miserable.
That's right.
Yeah. And that's from a movie called, is that Annie Hall?
So,
Anyway.
we could make you a little Jewish girl.
I think you have to. I think that's not politically correct. A Jewish woman.
Right.
Jewish woman.
Coming into your
Bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Okay.
Are people commenting? You guys can talk amongst yourselves watching this at home. And Tracy and JJ are both online.
You want to use my phone to
I'm following the live chat right
maybe
now.
we could do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Is that
I
cool?
do have a question for you. So earlier, when we were talking, somebody asked about you doing an interview with Nader. So I messaged his girlfriend,
Ralph Nader?
Mona.
Yeah.
Nader DeFries.
Yeah,
I messaged his girlfriend, Mona, and she said to let them know to set something up.
He would be great, and he has some history. And he
Yes, he
came
does.
from former Sin City Center, so I know him a little bit, and that would be great. Nader is, and if you watch the Metal Years, the band London, he was a character. Oh, it looked fantastic. Sometimes I wish I didn't look at the phone. Do you know Chips Enough on your shoulder?
What?
There's a guy, I'm not gonna humble people. There's a guy, his name's Chips Enough on your shoulder.
That's a line from Edgar.
So, oh, gotcha. Hey, really?
Oh, the chip. It didn't say.
I get it. Someone said give him the Jennifer Aniston Friends cut. That's called the Rachel will do. Did not know Mickey D is in the Scorpions. Yes, he is. And he's performing tonight, and Johnny Monaco will be there meeting and greeting.
Is it tonight? I think I'm going. Is that the one I'm going to? I don't think I'm going to the one tonight. Maybe I am. I don't know.
You told me you had to do this early because you had it.
Oh, then it is tonight.
Yeah. Someone says, are you going to give me the Mo Howard special? I can't. Let's see. I can't highlight the comments. I can only read them. And Luigi says he would let Johnny cut his hair. And the people are impressed. I think a lot of people. Johnny Monaco is a Renaissance man. I would say that is true. Johnny could bring in an extra $2K a month working there. It's not bad. I think that they were saying they were looking to have some celebrity barber appearances. And, I just, it's funny, as I just looked up and realized Johnny Monaco was cutting my hair. It just sounded like.
He looks like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, he's got a real, see how he does that?
Oh, his head.
He's
Yeah,
got
using the wrong comb, but it's okay.
Grease
I'm
too.
doing barber cuts lately a lot. I'm doing too many of these.
But,
We are hiring, Johnny.
Oh yeah. We should do. Yeah, we could do something out here, right?
I think it would be great. I think if you had Johnny do a day of guest appearances, you would love it.
Oh yeah.
There'd be a line outside the door for the Monaco stylings of Johnny Monaco.
There's a foot pump under there that pumps the chair.
Oh right.
Pump it.
No, I just wanted to get out of the light because the backing is weird. Looking at those
I
lines.
got a bald spot back there or anything?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Johnny does have a look of concentration, that is for sure.
No, come on.
I haven't seen the Scorp since
Months to
82.
do this.
Let's see here. Okay, well, so if you guys want to ask me questions, or Johnny, or JJ or Tracy, or even Johnny's mom and her friend, we're all available to answer questions and comments. Yeah, you guys thought that when we got custard that they might have been slightly ridiculous. I was going to say the word absurd, but I'm scared to use that word. Once I had Ross the Boss on the show, and I said to him that one of the record covers was absurd. I'm like, excuse me? Absurd? There's nothing absurd about it. It was the one where they copied Kiss Destroyer and they're wearing loincloths. And I thought to myself, this guy he's a nice guy, he's a character. What do you guys think of the new Skid Row singer? That's a singer. That's a good question for Johnny Monaco.
Great.
Sounds good. I heard, and I don't know much about this, but I heard that he just had a health battle. He had cancer or something. And he sounds great. I mean, what's his name? Sebastian Bach hasn't been talking to me really anyway. So he sounds great. I always think it's weird when you change singers. I think how many times can you do that? But people seem to like this guy, and so what I saw, he sounded good.
Should we turn towards the camera?
Johnny, do you have any personal footage of your time with Enough's Enough, like in the studio?
No.
No. You answered that one pretty fast.
I didn't record with them a lot.
Hell, well, who the hell played guitar on the records that you're on?
Those guys did prior to me even. They do it themselves.
That's ridiculous. I know Derek Frigo, and those guys know Derek Frigo. You, my friend, can play those parts in that kind of style. I don't picture those guys playing.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted that.
Oh, I see.
I think they blame some of their, stigmatism and on those.
They had an astigmatism?
Or whatever. On the, they blame some of that on the guitar playing and making it too I think all his parts are cool, but I mean.
I'm not involved in the Enough's Enough camp, but I can say that they blame everybody for everything. It's always somebody else's fault. When Donnie was on my show, he said that that he blamed the other guys. He blamed Vic Fox and Derek for the glam image. Right. Yet he's wearing pink lipstick. Watch any of their videos. They're pretty ridiculous. And you know what the problem with the Enough's Enough is? Because I think they have great songs. I think they got great songs, great harmony. There's a lot of great things. But you try to show a young person one of those videos, and they just think it looks stupid. You know, the old ones. I'm talking about the first 2 or 3 records, and they can't listen to the music because it looks so ridiculous to them. You know, and it's yeah. Anyway, so here's Chris. Always got to be obnoxious. Donnie didn't say he blamed them. He said they had to look first. No, he said he blamed them, Chris. I mean, you know you're a moron. But luckily, I can't put you on a timeout because this is not my phone. Johnny, your Tinder's blowing up while we're doing this. I feel like I should be swiping left and right here. I would like to see Johnny give Donnie a haircut. I would like to see that too. Donnie V has real hair, doesn't he? Yeah. I say this all the time, and since we're talking about Enough's Enough, I'll say it again. It should be Chip, Donnie, Johnny, and Vic Fox. It would be great. And let people hear those songs. And let them sound the way they're supposed to sound. You know, not like, how do you describe it? Marbles and disposal? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you should start selling your hair clippings on eBay. Well, I do plan on sweeping up a bunch. Says here, hey Tracy, if you owned a steakhouse, these two would show up with their own steaks and ask to use your kitchen. Johnny would be tofu though. But that is actually not correct because I don't think Johnny likes tofu. I would have a little tofu. But yeah, I apologize that we commandeered your business, but we're hoping that this will inspire other people to come down here.
Absolutely, no need to apologize.
Right, yeah,
it's fun.
And I'll tell you that this is how this came about. I went to see a Slaughter concert. I got sick the next day. I don't think the two are related, but you never know. And I ran into JJ, and we talked about doing this. And that's when I said, we should be okay if I brought Johnny Monaco along to cut my hair. And they were great and very welcoming to have us here. And as you can see from this shopping center, there's a lot of cool businesses that probably aren't getting the attention. Las Vegas is getting so damn busy that maybe some people should come down here and experience, some local things. It's not all just the strip. Your mom knew about Como. They knew the local places. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Johnny, iron his shirt next. So if you guys know, Johnny played in a band called LA Guns, and their tour manager, I don't know what he calls himself, but their admiral, he requested that Johnny iron his shirt. His vest. A vest. I believe, by the way, since we're here and we're talking about LA Guns, I believe that Johnny Monaco is going to be asked to join LA Guns. Johnny doesn't think so, but I think he's going to be asked. And so if you're watching, you've heard it here first. I think you don't think, well, sorry. He's very serious. Like, I finally figured out. Your mother must know this too. If you want to quiet him down and get him serious, you let him cut some hair.
Wow, I'm listening to you.
And less shtick. But anyway, yeah, LA Guns getting ready to go on tour, and I think they're going to need a guitar player. I can say these kind of things. Johnny can't say anything like that. Okay.
Someone wants you to sell your hair clippings on eBay.
I saw that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to give them away with the 10,000 subscribers. Hopefully, everyone who's watching who hasn't subscribed yet will. And then at the end of the day, we'll have 10,000 subscribers. Friday, we'll have our first guest with 10,000 subscribers, which is Alec Bouchard. You guys like Blue Oyster Cult?
Absolutely.
And you know what? He gives a really amazing possible a spoiler in the Johnny just punched me in the chin interview. I said, hey, I'm going to be at the M3 Festival this year with Stephen Pearcy. And right after Stephen Pearcy is Blue Oyster Cult. I said, wouldn't it be great if you came and played with the guys again for old time's sake? And he told me, I'm giving you a spoiler alert, that it's been approached and that it could happen, that they could happen. Wouldn't it be great to see the king of the cowbell play the cowbell? And by the way, Blue Oyster Cult is much more than that song. And that is a deep band. Johnny, I was saying, you don't see people in Vegas cover bands playing stuff like Don't Fear the Reaper. Not because fans won't like it, but those are pretty complicated, right?
It's pretty involved, yeah.
Yeah. Do you play it?
Yeah, I've played that one a few times.
Godzilla?
Mm-hmm.
Burning for You?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they're great songs, but those are, you know, they are more of like a prog thing, and then they're also loved by metal fans.
Yeah.
They play on these like doom metal. It'll be like Blue Oyster Cult and Merciful Fate. It's pretty crazy. And then they're playing at M3 with it's Tom Kiefer and Steve Pearson. I'm looking forward to it. I've never seen them. There's 2 original members. Alan Lanier has passed away. He was the keyboard player.
Jason, somebody's asking if you're going to NHRA with Piercy.
That comes up a lot. I would like to. We've talked about it. I think it'll happen. I don't know when NHRA happens here. I think it's in the summer. It's hot. But yeah, I would do it. Stephen also announced a lot of new shows today. And so if you guys live in Southern California, we're doing Canyon Clubs. We're playing a show in Ojai, California, which is where Izzy Stradlin lives. I'm going to look for him. Try to get him to be on the show. He'll probably go to jail.
For the Krishnamurti book, sorry.
What is it?
Krishnamurti.
Who's that?
He's like an Indian philosopher.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of camp out there.
In Ojai?
Mm-hmm.
You know a lot of deep stuff, Johnny Monaco.
I know someone else who lives there, but I don't know if it's for me to share, so I will tell you later.
Is there a famous person?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The guy who was in the band Junkyard, he lives close. That's what he told me. But I'm interested in who else is in Ojai. Oh, it might be somebody really famous. Is it someone really famous?
It's in the music world.
Okay.
Is it Oni Logan?
No.
No, I think I heard that it
More
was.
famous.
I heard that Billy Joe Armstrong was thinking about moving. That's why. But that's really famous. Okay. Anyway, but so there's 4 shows. Someone says Derek was an absolute monster player. I would agree. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, jeez,
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Boy.
This is
Bedside Manner from Johnny Monaco. What was that?
something.
You didn't need it.
Extra piece?
That's right.
Oh my God. Oh, hold on. Let me. Oh wow, that's a cool one. My audience is not cool enough for that though. I saw them live though. It is a cool person. I saw them live a couple of times. They played with the band opening them was called Orgy. And
I remember them.
yeah, they're playing at this show at the Rainbow. You guys should go out to that. Everyone else is going. It's the Rainbow 50th Anniversary Bash, and it's on, I believe, April 24th. I think I'm right about that.
Is Piercy playing that one?
Stephen Piercy is playing it, yeah. And then after party with this thing called Steel Panther.
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday, yeah. And then earlier on the bill,
We might actually be able to go if it's a Sunday.
Pretty Boy Floyd is going to be there, and they're cool. They fit that scene. And then the other ones don't really fit the scene, but Orgy's next. And then Crazy Town.
Crazy Town?
Yeah.
As in butterfly?
The butterfly song.
That's an odd one.
That's odd, yeah. But but anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. 50th anniversary of the Rainbow. And then after that show, I'm off to Buffalo. Oh my God. After Buffalo, Syracuse. After Syracuse, Massachusetts. And yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening. So you can go to officialstephenpiercy.com for all of that stuff. He won't be wearing that vest though, because it'll be right here on enshrined forever on the wall.
Well, maybe JJ can loan it to him.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah. He showed me after we did, for those who are watching, we do these auctions on Whatnot. And, oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
Look at that, Johnny.
Sorry, JJ.
That's all right. But we do these auctions, and we had Stephen Piercy live from his house, and but he showed me an original belt he had of Robin Crosby's, and the belt was so small that it didn't even fit around Stephen's waist, and Stephen's a tiny guy, and we just couldn't figure out. He said, "I can't believe Robin got this on." And Robin Crosby was 6'5", and always a big guy. I mean, he was skinny, I guess, when he was young, but But it's amazing what Stephen has saved. You know, he has definitely a really cool archives. Summerfest in Milwaukee. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I hope you guys show up. You know, I was saying that we have the Stephen Pearcy has a meet and greet, and I say it's a buy one get one free meet and greet. You buy to meet Stephen Pearcy, and then you can meet me for free. So it's we have a package. We have a package deal, and we're going to bring our act to the show. Wouldn't it be great, Johnny, if you come along too? You should be there.
Piercy's thing.
Yeah, you know. I mean, they have a lead guitar player. I always think that sometimes Johnny takes these gigs like LA Guns, when Johnny should be playing lead guitar, you know, or cutting hair. Okay, Piercy is cool, way cool, yes, and he texts way cool all the time. Let's see here. Yeah, still people saying that they would let Johnny cut their hair. Well, you could visit Las Vegas. You could come here to get a haircut, Las Vegas, and JJ and Tracy would be happy to set it up. They would set it up. They could have a chair for Johnny right over there. Meet and greet. Who's ever had a meet and greet with a haircut involved too? Right?
Definitely be a first.
Yeah. And you could play some of Johnny's music. Johnny has an amazing record, Tracy and JJ. And also, and your mom, Virginia, have you heard Johnny's album?
Which one?
The one called, She Said She Found Her Soulmate.
No, not that one.
It's new, and I'm trying to get Johnny to put it out. Everybody wants to hear it. It's great. Was Johnny always a bit of a procrastinator? She's laughing, but I think that means yes. Because I know he takes things very serious, and I know he wants it perfect.
Yes.
But people really want to hear that music. He's got some great stuff, and he's in demand. Everyone loves him. Yeah, and so anyway, Johnny, you get the hint. People want to hear your music, and they can play it here while you cut hair, and you can sell CDs. You get a CD, you get a haircut, maybe a song or two. This place will be rocking. You guys probably have to pay an entertainment tax.
You had a lot to say there.
That sounds like Kip. That's how Kip Winger talks. No, he's never pleased. Kip, what do you think about the show? He once told me, Kip Winger, he said, "Yeah, I don't like to go on social media because in real life I'm like Archie Bunker, and I don't want people to know."
Well, now they know.
Yeah. I keep most of the secrets. Those guys, that band is hysterical. Everything about them is ridiculous. But I'd never tell anything about it. I didn't sign a thing, though, but I still don't say anything. I don't know if my chat is frozen. Okay, here we go. As long as he sings while he cuts your hair. He could. I bet he would. I think this is a great thing. And if you're just tuning in, watching this live, you're probably thinking, what the hell is going on? Well, Johnny and I decided to do the show today from Get a Haircut here in Las Vegas, and JJ and Tracy were nice enough to have us. And then Johnny all of a sudden let me know that he's a barber, and that apparently he's done this his whole life. And so I needed a haircut, and no one's tipping today, so I figured maybe Johnny will do this. And if you do tip, I'll give it to Johnny. I want to go to Como after, which is a pirate. All right. Who knew watching someone get a haircut would be this interesting? Yeah, I agree. Who knew that two grown men going for custard would be so interesting? The custard video is the most talked about video on YouTube. From what I heard, it's Chris Rock getting smacked, and then us getting custard, or the two trending videos. Virginia, did you see me and Johnny get custard? It's a popular video. There was a lot of crazy people outside, not just me and Johnny. And and we had custard. And the place was called Love It Custard, and it's the favorite place of Jakey Lee and him and Warren DeMartini. They go there for custard. And so Johnny and I tried it, and I almost went into a diabetic coma. Johnny almost went into a diabetic coma. There will be no slap. Never seen an interview where someone gets an airport. I don't know if I'd call this an interview, although I will answer questions if you have them. And I also want to point out that there would be music playing here. They play the coolest rock music. When we came in, we were really digging the music. But because of YouTube's strict rules and my fear, Johnny knows, of demonetization, we had to turn the music off, and that's why it's quiet. But usually this is a rocking place. And you know what I like about this place also? That this is a big space. I don't like, you know, sometimes you go to a barber shop, it's tiny. You know what I mean? Everyone's real close to each other. I like it in here. This is very pandemic friendly too. It's a big, wide place, high ceilings, and you don't feel like people are over your shoulder other than your barber who wasn't enough's enough. Julia is asking how we can give a tip. Well, first you could tell us what to do with our lives. No, there's a thing called a super sticker or a super chat, which is at the bottom of the screen. I think it's a $sign. I'm looking at I'll tip on Johnny's. But yeah, you click on that and then you can tip. It's not required, but it's very nice. And I got to buy Johnny lunch, so before he goes and sees those the German rockers. Herman's the German's not there anymore, I don't think, though, right? No, Mickey D, as we said this. I had an idea, and maybe I shouldn't say this because I don't want to get demonetized, but what about a tour with Queensryche and those German scorpions, and you call it Operation Mein Kampf? No? I'll be here all week. My mother right now, my German mother is so disgusted right now.
I'll switch. I'll go over there.
No, we can do that. Yeah, I don't want to.
JJ, just do it here. I'll switch over. I'll grab a chair.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We can move. There's business to be had, and hijinks can be separate.
Let's just get you. Well, I'll just set up over.
Even with a folding chair?
Do I? Yeah.
We can do
And that's all you got, right?
the folding chair, the throne, or my desk chair?
What's the desk chair look like?
Do I have
folding chair is going to be fine.
Do I have something on my head? I don't know. I look weird.
It kind of looks like a Recaro seat, but it's.
This is the folding chair.
Yeah, whatever. So if you guys are paying attention, we're gonna. How's it looking so far? He's very serious about this.
You can do it right here. We'll just move you over here.
All right, hold on. We can move the drum stool. If you guys are watching, I'm thankful. I hope you've subscribed because we need to get to 10,000. Yeah, he's very serious about this. I was going to say he's serious about pretty much everything. If you guys just joined us, Johnny's mom and her friend, I forgot your friend's name. Arlene. I won't forget that again.
Your chair's going now.
All right, this might be a little bit of a, maybe we need better. You think you can do it? I don't want you to have to hold it. Maybe the drum.
Yes.
The drum looks more steady. Perfect. And then we can.
There we go.
Yeah, we can play.
See, I knew we should have had a second barber chair in here.
Oh, I've seen one that you got to get. It's a red one. It would look great here.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon. They're like $500, but I mean, it's cool looking. It's a shave chair. It's like an old school looking one.
Oh yeah.
That would, even if it's just in here, just to have.
Shop talk.
Yeah,
Johnny
it looks
Monaco.
really cool.
Like antique looking.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Johnny Monaco's
And
having shop
I
talk.
mean, it's not that bad. I've seen them for like way more,
Yeah, usually those things are.
like over $1,000.
Yeah.
Hey, look at
This one's like $500. It looks pretty good.
Julia. Thank you so much. Julia bought a super sticker. It looks like it's what do you think that is?
$5. Julia.
No.
Oh, that's my friend Julia.
But what
She's
is
from
that?
Canada.
But what is that thing jumping up and down?
Oh, yeah, I don't want to. I don't know what that is.
What's a pear, maybe? Anyway,
She's a great girl.
Well, thank you,
From
Julia.
Canada. She's friends with Tom Green.
Oh, nice. Well, the appetizers. Julia just bought the appetizers. Thank you, Julia. And I can't. I wanted to show. Can I jump forward for a second? Hold on, folks. So I want to show that Julia got the super sticker, and I want to show the damn thing. Oh wow, we a lot of chat we missed. Hold on.
Someone just sent you $10.
Okay, hold on. We're getting closer to having dessert then. There's the super sticker from Julia. We can't see the dancing pear on here, but I saw it. And Indie Cult, thank you so much. And 116 people watching now. Very nice of you. And
Hold
Hey,
on.
they're leaving, Jason.
Hold on. I'm going to say goodbye.
thank you so much. It was really a pleasure. And you have a great son. And yeah,
Nice meeting
thank you, Arlene.
Yes, nice meeting you.
And how long are you guys in town?
I'm gonna be here until next, the 6th.
They're gonna come to New York,
Yeah.
on the 6th.
Oh, great. So that you can come to see Johnny play.
No.
Yeah,
And then
well,
we're gonna have a couple more friends come too, so.
that's great. Well, I hope to see you again before you leave.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, nice
Thank
meeting
you. Nice meeting you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. See you, Mom.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, call me later. Okay.
She calls him John. She's very particular.
Yeah.
That was nice having your mom here.
Ah, meatloaf.
Yeah. Hold on.
I lived in her basement for 20 years.
I was going to ask her, but I didn't know if that's something you talk about.
They kicked me out. Well, they sold the house. But as far as I'm concerned, I was kicked out.
I think that was such a great treat.
I still want to be in the house. Like, I want to go to the people that bought the house and, like, see if it'd be okay if I still lived in the basement.
Mm-hmm. You should film that. Kevin Smith did that recently. He went to the house he grew up in, and they recognized him and let him tour the house.
I keep having dreams that I go in there and I break in and kind of just start sleeping in there, like when if you were to break into an apartment store and try to sleep overnight. And I just, I'm in the house and I'm just in there, and then, I get in trouble because I'm sleeping in their house and it's not my house anymore.
Mhm.
Because now I don't have a home. I don't feel like I have any home base.
Home? I have no home.
I feel like David covered it.
That's all right.
Like a hobo? You were born to walk alone?
That's right. Like a stripper.
You, a woman is texting you telling you how cute you are and giving you hearts. I think she's talking to you, I hope. This is your phone. Well, now she's giving you, look at that, fruits.
Okay.
For moons?
I don't know what that means. That's Mickey.
And Mickey, if you're watching, and I'm assuming you are, unless you're just randomly texting Johnny, he's doing a fantastic job. I don't have glasses on and I can't
Yeah,
see
you don't
anything,
know that,
but,
you know.
but I mean, listen, I'm selling you.
Okay.
I would love to see Paul Stanley have his wig trimmed.
Yeah. 2 chairs going right now.
Yeah, the shop is jumping right now, which is great. And the gentleman next to me, how are you, by the way?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Good, thank you. I hope you don't mind being part of our show. What?
Love this Barber here.
Oh, so you come
Love the
regular?
style.
Gotcha. You've been here regular. Okay, that's great. Nice. Somebody's shocked that Paul Stanley wears a wig. I hate to tell them that there's no Easter Bunny or that Phil Lewis is wearing a wig as well. You don't know about that though, do you, Johnny?
No.
When you see him lately, he has a hat on, I believe, right?
I think I had on last time. I don't know.
It was a top hat, right?
There may or may not have been a rabbit under there, yes.
Mm-hmm. You told me that he enjoys your impression.
I don't think I'm being too mean. I think he gets it.
Well, I don't think I'm being too mean either. But maybe other people see it differently. But you, you sing sometimes a verse and a chorus of Oliver Twist.
Well, a lot of hair.
Thank you. You're a handsome man yourself.
Hair outfit.
Yeah, someone is saying that Chip wears a wig. And by the way, thank you, Sean, also with the super chat. Great show. Everyone check out Get a Haircut. Thank you, Sean.
That's JJ's best friend since
Well-
childhood.
Well, thank you, Sean, and thank you for appreciate it, for spending some time with us and helping out because all you nice folks, 119 of you watching, I can get Johnny lunch. Johnny and I did go to Outback not too long ago. And we had a nice time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story about Johnny at the Outback. Okay? So we go to Outback, and I thought, I bet you he's here every day because I heard that Johnny's a creature of habit, and when he likes something, he'll have Portillo's hot dogs every day, back in Chicago. So anyway, we get to the Outback, and I learned that Johnny usually gets his food to go. And so, but we ate and we had a nice time. Shelby was with us, and it was fun. And as we left, there was a man outside. He was an African American gentleman. He had what? He had on a suit of some sort, and he came over to us. It was dark, and there was no one else around. And down the block was a gas pumps, and the guy said to us, "Excuse me, my wife and my dog is here in the car, and we need some money, you know, like something about the gas pump." And you know, this is before the war, I think. I don't know, but anyway, he said that they were stranded, and he said that he needed to trade his watch to us. You know, it was bizarre, but I was going to just say, "I'm sorry," you know. And Johnny said, "What? That's a terrible story. Get out of here with that." And the guy looked like he was going to kill us. And Johnny told me this. "Well, you got to come up with something better than that, because that is a terrible story." And the guy turned and walked away, and he looked at Johnny and said, "Those are his terrible pants."
And then he spit at me.
And then he spit at Johnny. He didn't make contact. But
then you were laughing about it, and I said, "Well, I know for a fact I've seen Kip Winger wear pants like these on the tour bus. They had Chinese symbols on them. Very, you know, means something."
The guy was not impressed. But Johnny the guy was lying.
He was very upset.
We determined that this gentleman was lying. And
if I need to know what time it is, I'll just look up at the sun.
Yeah.
I can guess what time it is at any time of the day.
And yeah, and as he was leaving, I tried to, you know, make up for it. So I said, "Excuse me, Holmes," and he said, "Well, fuck your mama." And that was the end of the conversation. Excuse my language, but
I didn't even know we had outbacks out here. I don't think I've ever seen.
Oh, there's one right next to Johnny's palatial estate. Yeah, it's by Johnny shows where he lives every day, but it's by Town Square, it's kind of by the Outlet Mall.
Oh, okay.
And it was very good. They have a great menu, and they really had. Sometimes I go places and I go, the menu's too big. Like sometimes I feel like it should all be like in and out, pick 1, 2, or 3.
Right.
But no, it was good stuff. And hold on, we just got a tip there. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna try to highlight it here. Indie Cult. Thanks to nice folks who get a haircut and they're great show tunes. Well, yes, they are great folks, and they've been very welcoming, and it's been really fun here. Is Chip here to ask Johnny back in the band? Well, he should.
He doesn't want me back.
Yeah, he doesn't want him back.
None of those idiots do.
They don't recognize the talent. Johnny's a little misunderstood.
I don't think it's that.
The other day, I was in a really bad mood. An Amazon driver didn't bring he got my package to the wrong place. And I was so angry. And I said to Michelle, I said, "Do you think Johnny gets as angry as this?" And I think we both agreed that you'd probably be worse. But Johnny doesn't get this reputation because he comes on here and he sings and dances for you guys. You know, he's like Cap Calloway, you know, just singing for a supper. But when he's not on the air, oh boy, you should hear him. But then people tell Johnny, "Oh, that Jason Green, he is so
Oh, they think you are the devil."
The devil, yeah. And
on drugs.
Yeah, I know. You know, what's funny is I've never done a drug in my life.
According to some of them.
Yeah.
You're a horrible, horrible, evil person.
I know. I raised $1 million for people that I don't even know in charity, but I'm a horrible person. But I like it. I'll be honest with you. You shouldn't be too liked. If everyone likes you, you're doing something wrong.
That's right.
You have, and people who like you will be people who are authentic and see you for what you do.
You stand for everything. You stand for nothing.
Exactly. We fall for everything or whatever. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, we should have talked about the choir boys.
Big news.
Yeah, the choir boys. Now, what's the difference between the London choir boys and the choir boys?
I've been wondering.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because somebody said they fired Spike, their singer. Spike is the entire band. I mean, so they did the cruise and Spike couldn't make the cruise. And I think the band might live in America and Spike was overseas. Who knows? But Spike didn't make the cruise and they fired him. And they're supposed to play the Whiskey coming up. But what is the point of seeing them? And by the way, it's not like you're seeing 4 other guys who are on the record. There are no original members. And so it's almost like, you know, I understand when Janie Lane's no longer with us. Robert Mason sings for Warren, fine. He does a nice job. You know, there's a lot of bands like that. If the person can't be there, you know, my friend made me go see the Yardbirds once. You know, it was just the drummer. But you know what? Those other guys weren't going to be playing in a little club. So you got to see them. But when the whole band is alive, I feel like it's a little ridiculous. Like Donnie V and Chip Enough should be playing together.
Wait, they're alive?
Well, kind of. I mean, they're all not in jail at least right now. But yeah. Chip got rid of everyone in the band who had talent, which is a dumb move. If Chip wants to make himself look so great, he should have great musicians behind him. That's the biggest key. Listen, I'm no Billy Sheehan when I play the bass, but I made sure to surround myself with amazing musicians and Scotty Griffin. But Johnny, would you even play with Chip singing though?
No, probably not.
I think that would be really hard to do.
Not hard, just pointless.
Yeah, but I mean, hard in the sense that you fronted that band for how many years? For 13?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, to then back up somebody who, he's not a singer, Anyway, Party Time is good. I agree. I like Party Time. If you watch the Party Time video, Johnny Monaco was the narrator. He didn't get credit. Everyone got credit. The girl who brought the hamburgers got credit. But they left out Johnny Monaco. And you have a good voice for that, Johnny.
Yeah.
And it's a funny video. It's a parody of the 1966 Batman. And Donnie V's like a fat Batman.
I don't think that was supposed to be like.
Oh, you don't think that was a joke?
No.
Really?
I mean, maybe, I guess.
He has to know that he was a little. The costume didn't fit like a glove.
I don't think there was any getting around that.
I like the song though. It's silly, but it stayed in my head.
Mm-hmm.
JJ, Tracy, did you guys hear Party Time?
I have not heard that.
I recommend. Donnie V has a single out called Party Time. You got to watch the video.
Is that the new one that just came out?
It's pretty new. And he's dressed as Batman and.
Oh no, that I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, you got to watch it. The song is good, but the video makes the whole thing. Every time I have Johnny Monaco with me, I end up plugging Donnie V. It's a strange thing. Chip doesn't sing. It's clearly a vocal track. Terrible. Well, that is we've figured out. Johnny tells me that he now wraps a boa around the microphone so you can't see that that's what he's doing. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Anyway, we're having a little, you don't see Eddie Trunk doing this, or those metal show guys. They don't go to a barber shop and just talk about rock and roll.
Eddie Trunk actually came in one day.
I know he did come in.
But he didn't. He looked around and he had to catch a plane, and there was a long wait the day that he came in. But
He was probably looking for the bakery.
I don't know what he was looking for,
I'm
but
making fun of Eddie Trunk.
yeah, he checked it out, walked around, and then he left.
Well, I'm sure he'll be back. He's going to need a barbershop too.
We'd love for him to come back.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I make fun of him a little bit because he's an easy target, but he's great. The one thing sometimes the audience get mad at his questions, but he is who he is. He's really a fan. He's never changed, and he really loves the music and he's passionate. It's funny as though there's things that he does that I couldn't get away with. If I talked about Skid Row, Sebastian Bach would be mad at me. He goes and interviews Skid Row, but he's got more pull. And then the other thing he can do is he can just go on and say, Kiss sucks, or this sucks, or that sucks. And he gets a little heat. I say one thing, oh boy. And then all of a sudden I'm mean. And yeah. Somebody said that Eddie Trunk was here to tell people what he did for Ace Frehley. It's funny. Tony needs to take off the Bret Michaels bandana and fedora. Who was Tony? Is that your guy in Chip's band and Tony?
Yeah.
Okay. That's deep. That's deep. Chip added that 80s keyboard on Fly High Michelle, ? Did he?
What do you mean?
Do you think Chip's enough to play keyboards on Fly High Michelle?
No.
Okay. The answer would be no. Although I will tell you that the song Fly High Michelle, according to Donnie... Oh, on the live track, I see. Yes. He probably didn't do anything. Gotcha. That track was made by Johnny Monaco. You can see Johnny Monaco's track live with Nightly. Donnie V told me that the song Fly High Michelle was written during the Prohibition time, I guess, because he said that there was nowhere to get alcohol on a Sunday, and that him and Derek Frigo went and bought NyQuil to deal with their hangover, and that they came back and wrote Fly High Michelle. Johnny thinks that's an embellished story. Right?
Pretty good.
It feels pretty good.
I think JJ, does it look like a good length?
That's looking good.
Now he just took off like an inch, right?
Oh yeah, just slightly.
Okay.
Just a little trim.
Am I getting the Monaco hairstyle?
I
there
was
a
just
lot-
thinking that your hair looks like Johnny's hair.
There was a lot of
Looks good though.
there was a lot of no movement, a lot of dead ends, a lot of it was one length. I mean, you know, it's gonna pull, it's gonna weigh down. I think once this grows in a little bit, because sometimes you got to cut it and then let it grow in. Because if you leave it long and you don't really do anything and just touch it a little bit, you're not going to get any dip. It's just going to look the same, except you're going to need a haircut in 2 more weeks when you decide that it doesn't look any different.
Paul
I've been
Stanley,
telling people that for a long time.
Paul supposedly banned Trunk from Kiss Mini Golf. That is true. Yeah, I was doing an event with them, a trivia event that they had, and I was providing the guests that they had. And Paul said no way to Eddie Trunk, and he also said that being on Eddie Trunk's show would be like being on Wayne's World. But he's just bitter. It's, you know, Eddie Trunk does a lot for music. So sometimes I see who he has on. I think it's ridiculous, but I bet you people said it about my show. I mean,
Hey,
I'm getting a haircut when I want it.
I resemble that remark.
Yeah, thank you, Johnny Sorrentino, for pointing out. If you haven't subscribed, do it now. We've got a lot of people here. I would love to hit 10,000 during this broadcast.
Where are you now without that number?
So my subscription before this, I was like 150 away. So what would that be? 8,850, I think. No, sorry, my math's bad. 9,900.
I'm the wrong person to ask about now.
Just let me know what it says.
Let's see what it is.
We're gonna we can get a drum roll.
It says how many people are watching.
Yeah, you probably have to. Well, maybe I can read the chat and see it. No, there are a lot of people watching though. A lot of viewers, but you know, you can't get the. Okay, I think I got it here. It says that right now, it looks like the number is 9,860. So I think it means we need 140 more to go. So if you're watching, now's your chance. Oh, someone just said, yeah, 9.86.
Okay. Slow movement going on there.
You never want to hear a barber say, never, it's okay, it'll grow back.
Yeah, right.
New band alert, the Monaco Twins. They think that I'm going to have your hairstyle. A lot of people thought, though, because I wear similar glasses to Johnny, and that we both kind of have long black hair. Your hair was probably really black, though, right, Johnny? Or dark?
Brown, dark brown.
Yeah. But yeah, listen, if my hair ends up looking anything like Johnny's, that would be great. Wayne, you say you're late, but there's no such thing as late. We don't take attendance here. And you know, you can watch all this back on the replay. I should point out the Sci-Fi Center upstairs. Maybe we'll see it before we leave. William Powell owns this place called the Sci-Fi Center, which is sort of like a comic book store and a nostalgia shop. And the reason I found out about it is, you know, I work for a company called Trauma, makers of Toxic Avenger. And Lloyd Kaufman, the creator and CEO, who's been on this show, he was my mentor for sure. He was doing a thing, and I interviewed him after the movie called Trauma's War. And right before the pandemic, and so they have a little theater up there. And we were going to go on a tour, and I was going to interview Lloyd about the Toxic Avenger after the movies, because it's one of the anniversaries. But we'll see if that can still happen. Someone said Jason is ready for GQ. Chris is being obnoxious as usual. Chris, we're gonna have you on the show sometime. You know what I mean? We gotta have you on. Tracy, I can't understand it yet because you haven't seen Chris in action, but he is just like, he likes to like Wikipedia everything and then correct me, but it's like, and then he's but I think he might like be special. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You know, so. You don't have alopecia, do you, Chris? Oh, hold on, this is a serious moment. Johnny, you look like a painter. You look like a Rembrandt. Michelangelo. Did Michelangelo paint or did he just sculpt?
Where we're talking about the guitar player.
Oh, very, very well played.
Because they're both just.
No, I know Chris is a fan, but he likes to bust my balls. And I'm glad he supports the show. And you know what I do? When we have guests on, I do let Chris's questions go through because if you have a good question, and he does. I had on Chloe Trujillo the other day, and I don't know that much about her. I know she has music, and it's good, it's different. And I know that she's married to Robert from Metallica. Anyway, but Chris had a good question for her, and yeah, so we put it through. Chris is saying that he does not have alopecia. He has full long hair like myself, well, like I used to, because I'm feeling a draft on my neck now. Doesn't George Thorogood song have a song called "Get a Haircut"? Is that true?
Yes.
Nice.
Get a haircut, get a real job.
Get a haircut and get a real job. Scary, scary thing. Anyway, it's very nice down here, and I recommend that you visit Get a Haircut and visit the other shops here. Yeah, you can really spend the whole day down here.
And also, Will from the Sci-Fi Center also tries to hold events here in New Orleans Square. When the weather gets warm, he does drive-in movies in the theater in the parking lot.
Yeah, they do. Right, they have a big screen, and people come out, and they also do events like I don't know if it's Rocky Horror, but they
They do Rocky Horror. Will hosts it, and it's usually in Fort Bedlam Coffee Shop. They did it once, and they're doing it again on the 30th of April, I believe.
And at Halloween, they show really cool horror movies, not just the same old shit. And it's funny because it looks like the location from the Hunchback out there. Is there like a well or something?
He does something out there. Yeah, we've only been to one. Because the pandemic kind of changed things around a little bit, but we've only been to one. And they try to have food trucks come.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of the major food trucks that's usually in the parking lot, Sister Kim's. She's actually opening a brick and mortar here in New Orleans Square as soon as she can. Just waiting for the right time. So that's a good place too.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm. And there's a tattoo shop back there. Oh, and Photo Bang Bang, the photo studio.
Mm.
That's where Quiet Riot did their photo shoot on
okay.
New Year's. The day that Rudy Sarzo happened in here. They were doing a photo shoot at Photo
Yeah, how cool. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so we have some cool stuff here. And there are open spaces. If people are looking to open small retail, there are retail spaces here.
Yeah, and I think a lot, business is coming back, so this is probably a good place to set up shop. One-stop shopping. Head down to New Orleans Square. Does Johnny have any CC DeVille stories? He does. He tells a really good one on my show. I don't know if he wants to tell it again. Yeah, I'm saying you can probably go back and listen to it. But it's a good one. He's got a really good CC stories.
He's always entertaining.
Oh, yeah. And Johnny does a good impression of CC, and good story. Gene Simmons' boots are in here. That is correct. I just saw one.
Correct.
What happened too quick? Sorry to hear that. I don't know what that means. Bill, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I appreciate everybody watching along while I get a haircut, as the name says, and the good people to get a haircut letting us set up our charade here. You get a little massage too, I noticed. You give a little shiatsu comes with this. It's kind of nice. It feels good. Do you do that for everybody?
Yeah, I just want to see how it's going away.
That's what she said. But it's a fun environment, and again, there would be rock music playing because of YouTube and their strict orders. That's the word I'm looking for. Marching orders. Pat Paradise Rock Stations. Thank you, Pat. I called you Pot Paradise the other day. Hey, thank you. I hope you had a good haircut.
Thank you, yeah, just ready to go out tonight.
Yeah, looks good. Perfect. Yeah. And JJ does all kinds of haircuts. I mean, it's not just, I'm getting a woman's haircut, but a lot of guys come in and this.
You're getting a woman's haircut.
Yeah. There's a lot of people coming going. There's no refunds.
What man is that? What are you?
That's just it.
Man is that? Like, you.
Yeah, JJ only does the short barbershop style. That's why we need Johnny in here for guys who come in with long hair.
Yeah, that'd be good. Do you guys think?
DJ can do this.
Do you guys think Motley Crue not rehearsing for 9 years will hurt their backing tapes? That's a very good question. I think that the tapes could be eroding. Hopefully they've been warming them up a little bit. I think Motley Crue will be plenty entertaining. All right, Johnny, do you have any interest in seeing the stadium tour?
I don't know.
You'll go.
It sounds like it's gonna get this.
We'll carpool. Me, you, Charlotte. We can Uber. You guys are going, right? JJ, Tracy? I don't know.
Where are we going?
The stadium tour, Motley Crue.
Are they retiring again?
Oh.
I wouldn't believe that, but
I don't know. I really don't have an interest in going to the Allegiant Stadium.
yeah. I
It's
guess.
also on a Friday too, and we're here.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think Def Leppard's odd. I mean, listen, I know you need Def Leppard to do that. Def Leppard sold a lot more records than Motley Crue. But I don't feel like Def Leppard fits that sort of hair metal vibe as well. Honestly, if Rat was a band still, I think that would be a cool bill. If it was Poison and Rat and Motley Crue, I think those bands fit together. Joan Jett does not belong on the bill. I like Joan Jett; she's great, but it's really bizarre that she's on that band. Don't you think?
I don't know. I think they're just at this point trying to find big people, put them all together. Big names,
Somebody says,
I don't think they're looking at it any other way.
What I find interesting is that a couple guys in Motley Crue for years said they never wanted to be associated with Poison.
Yeah,
And here they are together.
I think if we've learned anything about Motley Crue, then you can't take them at their word.
No.
I watched The Dirt the other night for the first time. Isn't that crazy? I waited that long. I saw the Pam and Tommy show first, and then that motivated me to watch The Dirt. And I kind of liked it. I thought it was going to be really dumb. I thought it was going to be like that Def Leppard movie on VH1 where Anthony Michael Hall plays Joe Elliott or something.
Oh, we didn't watch the Def Leppard.
It's rough.
No, didn't
But
see it.
It's rough.
We watched the Pam and Tommy, and we both read the book. We watched the movie.
It was all right. It was entertaining.
Yeah, I liked it. And I asked Stephen what he thought of the guy's acting. He thought he was really good. Joe Diaz is getting worried. Stop cutting. It's getting too short.
I think it looks good.
Do you have a
I think
hair
it was
dryer?
too.
I don't.
That's funny. Should I go out in the sun for a while? I'm going to be sporting the wet look for a while. Johnny's going to fan my hair because traditionally with a barber shop, you don't need a blow
No,
dryer.
I don't use blow dryers.
Very nice, Johnny.
Now you just need a red streak in it.
Does Johnny have a red
I
streak?
only give haircuts to people when they make them look exactly like me.
Yeah, that could be your thing though. Johnny does one cut. The Johnny.
Want to look in the mirror a little bit? See where we're at?
Yeah, I need to take a look. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness! Where did all my hair go? Wow, that is short, but you know what? This has some style.
It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't look too much like Ellen.
Well, I took out some of that length because there was just a lot of
Short hair, you could have done it.
ends, and we left it longer in the back. And I'm thinking like a month when it really grows in, it's gonna look how you want it. I didn't want to just trim it.
Yeah, I think it's.
Put some layers in there.
Johnny, if you guys are watching at home, he did go to town. Look at that. As you can see, I think he did nice. now he's just smacking me around.
There's no extra charge.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think it looks fantastic. And
a few little things and we're done.
and look, Johnny takes care of business. That is a lot of hair.
And that's not all of it. I swept up the other.
Okay, so this already been we've already had a bit now. Yeah, but this is such a cool place, and I want to make sure you see everybody and everything, and it's really a good.
Someone says Monaco deserves a job here.
Well, I think that Johnny featured would be a great thing, like a residency. You know,
A residency.
That'd
be funny.
Johnny Monaco residency. I bet you everybody in the chat would come here and get the Johnny cut. Cancel Bubble would like to know, where did Johnny learn to cut hair?
Yeah, barber school in Chicago.
He went to a barber school in Chicago, and as he said earlier, his father was a master barber. Anyway, people are liking it. David says, great cut.
So really quick, just want to touch it up and see where everything is almost done.
Yeah.
John said the hair looks good. Johnny needs a chair at JJ's shop.
Yeah. So it says short, but I look much
Why is it
younger.
saying they're short?
It's pretty
still long.
It's pretty short.
I mean, we talked about maybe here. It's maybe a half-inch shorter than what you asked for, but I did that to bring the layers out.
Well, sure do.
If you leave it long, you got to have a longer layer, and there's less movement.
Ask your buddy Phil where he gets that extensions, just in case I want to have the long look again.
For like the 2 months where it's in between.
No, I love it. I'm very fortunate that my hair grows fast and it's fine. And how much money I'm going to save in hair dye too. But now, there's no hair dryer. I don't get so frisky with all that water.
Just want to make sure we're straight.
Yeah, this is you guys thought watching us get custard was funny. You get to weave somebody's. Phil is a stylish pirate. Expect to see Jason in People magazine soon. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Dry it. It will look even better. Well, we don't have a hair dryer, so we're going to have to let that let God handle that. Chips enough, which I wishes he thought of that. Yeah. Sheer entertainment, Jason. You are now officially a cut above the rest. A lot of puns on there. I'm a fan of puns. Rockefeller says I'm 10 years younger. Not like John D. Rockefeller. Rockefeller, you know what I mean? Not the corporate conglomerate who controls the world. Nice job, man. Congratulations. All the congratulations go to Johnny. He did the work. I really just sat here, made a fool of myself. Johnny, if the guitar thing doesn't work out, looks good. Clips enough. It's good. You got a little giggle out of him, which is rare. So that's good. And I'm so glad that you guys stick around and watching this. And I always say, I think the reason the channel is successful is because it's authentic. And I'd like to be around other people who want to have a good time and, have a good time all the time. Right, Johnny?
Yeah.
Right. And that's, if I had a credo, that would be it. Sorry. But this is, and then the nice people here in Vegas, JJ and Tracy, there's good people in this town. And the other people here too. I didn't catch. What's the young lady's name at the horror place?
Her name is Barb.
Barb, yeah, she was great.
And she and her husband Jim own Hellbound.
Okay, so yeah, Hellbound, right? That was the name of that place, which was great. And then William Powell up at the Sci-Fi Center, which is great. And I'll try to show you that. But 111 people. Hair by Monaco.
And we'd love to have you come back anytime.
Sure.
You're more than welcome.
We're on.
Yeah. Everyone's going to be calling you, Johnny.
Oh, yeah?
In the past, everyone was asking you, to go have custard. But now they're going to be asking you for, look at Johnny's got a great belt buckle. But now everyone's going to be asking Johnny for haircuts. You could be the stylist for the stars. Let's see.
Is that like a realtor to the stars?
Yeah. Hmm. Let's see.
That would be a fun segment.
What was it?
Johnny could come in here and cut people's hair while you interview them.
Well, yeah, that would be good. Yeah. Well, Johnny can. I want to have Johnny in on some of the interviews, but I don't think. Yeah, Johnny doesn't know a lot of these people. Johnny does his own thing, and I had Chloe Trujillo on the other day, and Mark Dalbeth. They have an album out on Golden Robot Records, but I didn't think Johnny would know that much, and I think he would just get lost in the chat. Don't you think, Johnny?
Yeah.
I just think it's not your thing. Even if you liked the music, and you might, it's just still. I don't think it was a conversation that you would.
Yeah, I get bored with the regular interviews.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why we don't do so much of the rock news too, because we did that, but Johnny doesn't really relate to like a lot of these blabbermouth stories.
Well, I can relate to them. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, but most of the people you don't care.
Or when people talk about their gear, their guitars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that.
When JJ and I used to go to Kiss Mini Golf, when they used to have the trivia nights.
Yes, I booked the guests.
Fantastic. And what we used to sit in the back and just answer amongst ourselves. And what he didn't know, I knew. And what I didn't know, he knew. And between the two of us, we were filling in the blanks of everything.
I didn't know the questions. I booked the guests who appeared,
That was such a great time.
including Sebastian Bach. And I'll tell you a funny story about Sebastian Bach that night. But before I get to that, yeah, I did really good at the trivia. I was like, I should be entering this thing for you working here. But yeah, the owner, Christina, her husband, he's like a character. He's a fun guy, Patrick. He's a band here in town. Anyway, he does this shtick where he acts like he wants to fight you, and he's a character. But Sebastian Bach, it wasn't down with the shtick, and freaked out, and I think was probably gonna. It wasn't good. Now they're all buddies, but it was a crazy night. How much more cutting are we doing, Johnny?
I'm just
What's
trimming these
happening?
ends a little bit. Just making it even.
I'm going to be bald in a minute.
No.
Yeah, you have to know Patrick's personality.
Yes, I try to explain that to him, but he kind of said someone should have warned me first.
Okay, look at that. Can wear it now. It doesn't part by itself. Looks good right here.
Yeah, I love it.
See how it's give it more volume.
Mm-hmm.
I've
been trying to get rid of that part for most
of
my
it was
adult
so
life.
long and it was just coming. But I left these long. I just think that this is a good length.
JJ, what do you think?
I think it looks
We're in your house.
pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Nice. JJ, how long have you been cutting hair?
22 years.
22 years. And where are you from?
Southern California.
Okay. And you've been in Vegas for a little while now. I know the pandemic screwed up your business too, like
Yeah.
everybody, but
We've been here 8 years, been in business 5.
that's great.
Yeah. So, we got through the pandemic. We were closed for a couple months. We got hit pretty hard, but not as bad as, bars and restaurants.
Well,
and
you
stuff.
had been new to the shop too, right?
In this location, a little over a year now.
Okay. But you're saying, so the pandemic, like
We moved during the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's great, and it's funny is when JJ and I discuss it. I have a friend who got his hair cut as well, and I knew a lot of people who come here, so I recommend that you come out, and it's not a stuffy environment. It's definitely a lot of fun.
And we only charge $10 for haircuts.
Yeah, that's another thing. How
Yeah.
amazing is that? $10 for a haircut.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get a better deal anywhere. And the name of the place, Jeremy, you're asking, the name of the place is Get a Haircut. Very easy to mention. Carla Green says, Johnny's talents seem to be endless. I agree. Let's
He
see.
went out and drying it. I think it looks pretty close. If you notice something that's a little weird, just I can meet you like behind a 7-Eleven or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's great. And I think before we go, we should show the people the Sci-Fi Center. I told them we'd come up, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. So we're going to do that. I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to, work the parking lot.
Hey,
with my new.
Go out on the corner over there. You can
Yeah.
join all the others.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it does look good, and I think it does offer some style. And then we'll be back. You guys aren't closing right now, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. Because there's 112 people. You coming, Johnny?
You want me to come with you?
Well, people love your commentary, and we'll come back and we'll clean up. I should be cleaning up. All right, here he comes, the man himself.
Oh, jeez.
There we go, Johnny.
All right.
Johnny, have you given like a haircut like that in a while? Apologize for the wind.
Yeah, it's once in a while, someone, if they wanted just a trim, they could have just done that. Could have trimmed a little bit, but it wouldn't have looked any different. And it would have been the same. I look at your face, and I look at your height, and I look at where your shoulders are, and I try to find what's the best cut for it. Because sometimes some people, we should do it the person wants it this way, do it that way. But, you gave me a little, leeway, and we still want to keep it long.
Right.
And I think it's a good length because it's going to grow in now. And when it grows in, you're going to see those layers more and more. That's kind of what I did with mine. I did the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's right. I think that, sorry, I was checking out. Yeah, why not? I got this new haircut. I figured might as well take it out for a stroll. But anyway, but yeah, Johnny didn't just do. He had free range to do whatever it is. That
It's not short. It's just
You
short for where it
I
was.
feel like it's a little short.
Took off a couple inches. 2.5 inches.
Yeah, sorry you guys couldn't hear because of the wind. I understand. All right, so we're going down to the Sci-Fi Center. There's all kinds of cool stores. I don't know what this
Your
one.
girlfriend's upset with me, and then it's a problem.
Yeah, I was wondering.
What did he do to you? Where's my Jason? I don't know who this person is. You look like Kurt
Look-
Follick.
This is the photography. I guess a photography place. There's some. You know them, right?
No, but it's hilarious. When I look at this one up in the top here, here's what I hear.
I know some of the bass player in here. She's a cunt. We're not on, right? Yeah. Total cunt.
Okay, ready? Pose it.
Here we are. Sci-Fi Center.
Hey, do you remember this guy?
All right, it took us a minute because I was getting my haircut.
You're next.
But if you're next. Now, Johnny, you should know better than making. Yeah, shave. Anyway,
Way too much.
this place is great. I love these old magazines, Fangoria, and
They got Dracula. What is this? Oh, so
if you have a foot fetish. And I've known William Powell for a long time since his other shop, and I'm so glad that he's here in this place. And we're going to take a look around if that's all right, right?
Sure.
All right, so here we go. This is a really cool place. You guys probably had no idea that this existed.
Yes.
But so comic books, of course, a lot of comic books and all kinds of books. You can get new comics here, and you can get collectibles too. And then I love Funko Pops, and hoping I don't see any I need. I have a lot of these, but so all the comic books, and if you watch my show, these are Funko sodas. These are the Lucha Libre ones. I didn't really like those. And he does screenings and things here. Now he's doing them outside. But here's some graded comics, and William's been getting this business going together in Las Vegas for a while now, and it's always growing. He's always working on something. Here's a new Batmobile, Oswald Cobblepot. Johnny, do you know who Oswald Cobblepot is?
Oh, yeah, the penguin.
Yeah, I didn't think you would know that one. The Penguin, and
From Gotham.
from Gotham, yeah. And anyway, all kinds of cool.
I like that actor.
Yeah, he's good.
He's really good.
I can't think of his name.
It's like Sir
Well, in the new movie, Oswald Cobblepot is
Jonathan Sir or something.
no, you know who it is, right? It's the guy from the Miami Vice movie who did the sex tape, Colin.
Lloyd something the third. I'm talking about the TV show Gotham.
Yeah, you're talking about the TV show Gotham. Well, in the new movie, The Batman, it's that guy. If you guys are watching, who plays the Penguin in the new movie? Or Oswald Cobblepot. Anyway, So yeah, very cool place. Lots of cool stuff to see. And this was the screening area at one point. It looks like he's building all kinds of new things.
Seen the Batman movie?
I haven't seen it.
I saw it with William Powell, and because he could provide the tickets, and I really liked it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I was there too.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah,
I thought it was really good.
it's better the second time.
You know, so after I saw it, I go, I'm not going to see this again, but I think I'm ready now. I think it takes a minute. It's a long movie, but anyway. Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
There's a Vinnie Vincent picture right here, and maybe not. I saw the Ankh. I thought
It was a Kiss thing.
Yeah. But anyway, very cool, and I recommend. So you come down to New Orleans Square and you visit the Sci-Fi Center. I thank you for allowing us to take a look around and give William my best, and let him know that we
He's telling me not to have him focus on the under construction areas.
Yeah, I try not to.
That don't matter.
I try not to, but
I know.
it's good to be under construction than not. You know, at least there's stuff happening and growing. So, and let's show.
When you flat iron your hair,
There's William right there with Stanley.
it's going to be this.
Yeah, that'd be good though.
When you
That's
flat
sexy.
iron it. When you flip, that's the length you're at.
That's sexy. Do you know her?
We have a past.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Chip's hat.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
See ya.
Have fun.
And yeah, thank you. And so yeah, so you guys see, we are in Las Vegas. There's the stratosphere. Only in Las Vegas could you also see mountains right there. And sometimes you can see snow on the mountains when it, it's very weird. It'll be hot here and then snow in the mountains. But there's all kinds of cool spots. And then Como, the Thai food, which I don't know if you're up for. I don't know if you have time. But if you do, well, once we wrap this up, we'll okay. And thank you for reminding people to subscribe. Very important. Colin Farrell, thank you so much. Someone said Colleen Farrell. I think it's Colin.
Yeah.
He has so much makeup done that you couldn't recognize him. Yeah, the 77 Kiss comic book with the blood. Did you have that when you were a kid?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. It's strange to get used to a new haircut.
Yeah, I know.
And then you're on camera as
Yeah.
well.
It's all
But
right. Something different.
yeah, I think it's good, and I think it shows that. And it would look better if it was dry, obviously.
I mean, half inch a month, 3 months. By the end of summer, you'll be back to where you were.
Yeah.
But you'll have layers.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it, and yeah. So Johnny, this is your first time in this famous New Orleans Square. I don't know what else is over here, but do they have places available? I think this could be a jumping place. I'd like to see these businesses survive. You got to support. More. You got to support small business. I don't know what else is over here, but this is called Blooming Memory. Maybe that's the photo place. And Brazen Architecture. We should get, we should do like a pop-up shop. Rent the place like this one for a month. This is like Cobra Kai.
Living
Yeah.
there. Think it's less than the rent?
Maybe. But we can, we rent it and then we do the show from there. But people can watch us through the window. Like we live like animals.
Right.
Like we don't already. Right. But that'd be fun. And then we could have, Jason and Johnny merchandise. I once wanted to have a Sin City Center's pop-up store at a mall and get it for 3 months of Christmas. You know her?
No. It's like a good time.
Yeah, no, she looks cool. There's a shovel where she puts the bodies.
What is this? Crazy big store.
It is a strange place. I would probably think at night it gets a little different, but
Oh yeah.
look, here's
Okay. Okay.
it's- yeah. Boy, some of this. You see this one?
Yeah.
Is that a rat?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Or this. Twisted.
Very childish. still made me laugh. But and there's the coffee shop that wasn't open before. It looked very nice. They need to get like some
People?
yeah, they need to get some carnival barkers out here and noise and do things, because there's a lot of talented people and a lot of great businesses, and not just your typical shit. Well, let's go in there and wrap up, I think, right?
Yeah.
What time is it now? Do you know? You don't probably have your phone.
I don't have my phone.
Anyone watching, let us know what time it is. Well, I can figure it out. We've been doing this for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Oh, I forgot where it was. We've been doing this for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I mean, it's 4:30.
Did you check out the sci-fi center?
We did, and it was really nice. And it's come a long way since I was last there. He's got a lot going on.
Well expanded.
Yeah, and
This is Lance. He's
Hi,
been a
Lance.
customer for years,
How are you?
since the
Thank you.
beginning.
Well, thank you. Yeah, so it's great that you have repeat customers. Yeah.
You've been coming since the beginning, haven't you? Yeah.
How did you find the place, Lance?
Yelp.
Yelp. Okay.
Yeah, good old Yelp.
Yeah.
Back when Yelp was kind of a big thing. Now it's not too bad.
And I still think people like the Yelp. This looks like a Johnny Thunders guitar over here. I don't know how I missed this one before.
It's autographed by Mr. Gene Simmons himself.
Wow, look at that. How cool. But that is a cool guitar. I like that one. That's definitely like a Thunders guitar. Sorry if I'm just not showing it right. Well, next time I have to bring some gifts. I got to have something you can decorate for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find somewhere for it.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you everyone for watching. And Tony Clark, I binge watch your shows a lot. You've saved me from suicidal. Well, that's very serious. And major depression. Thanks so much. See you at M3. Well, I appreciate that, Tony. And by the way, that's a word you can't say or you get demonetized. Isn't that ridiculous? I learned that in my interview with someone recently. But I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. That's the whole idea, that people, it's an escape, and we have a good time. And some cool posters over here. Steeler, if you know Ron Keel, right there. Maybe Ingrid Malmsteen. Think he was in that band. And wow, like David Lee Roth, old school. Anyway, I think we're gonna go get some food now. Yeah, I think I was a little brave, but yeah, just getting some of your comments. Thank you for the time. Thank you for everything else. Let's see. All right. Well, why don't we don't want to overstay our welcome, or we won't be welcome to stay over.
Yeah, you guys can stay as long as you want.
Well, actually, Johnny and I were thinking we should just rent a unit over here, and then do the show in the unit, like with the windows, and people can watch from the windows, and then we can sell some merchandise. And you know,
There are available spots here.
yeah. Will they rent it to us for like 3 months? Yeah. Well, Johnny and I are gonna look into it, and then we can be in here every day. So, all right, making sure everybody. It's funny. Sometimes people have the most random thoughts, and they want to share it with me. Like pineapple on pizza is an abomination. I don't agree, by the way. I'm from New York City, where that's the rule. But who cares? Eat what you want. Who cares? No ketchup on a hot dog, though, right, Johnny? No. That one I agree with. Ketchup on a hot dog is ridiculous. I didn't know if I would like Chicago hot dogs. In New York, a hot dog comes with onion sauce, red onion sauce, and it's good. But Sabrettes, they put it in like a push cart, and but in Chicago, you get a Chicago dog, which they run it through the garden, so to speak. Johnny, what is on a traditional Chicago hot dog?
Well, onion, mustard, green relish, cucumber salt,
Celery salt, no?
celery salt, and tomato, I believe, on sliced tomato. And sometimes they put the banana peppers, the hot ones.
Right.
I want to say that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I love it, and I didn't think I would. But yeah, I love it. If you never had a Chicago hot dog, get one. Okay. Yeah, I could have my own Eddie Trunk show in the plaza. Yes, we all agree. Ketchup on a hot dog, I'll fight you. Thanks, guys. And get a haircut, operators. Yes, well. All right, thank you for making sure everybody gets heard. Still 100 people after 2.5 hours. Everybody, now go back to your normal lives, and thank you for joining us. And
Thank you for tuning in.
And I hope we'll do it again, everybody. Johnny, thank you so much for an amazing haircut.
And stop by and see us.
Yeah, stop by, say hello to everybody. Everybody's friendly. Nobody bites around here. I mean, there's a few people in the parking lot, maybe, but
They're biting each other.
yeah, nothing wrong with that. And who knows? Maybe there'd be an appearance. Johnny could do an appearance. Could happen. And look, you can perform too. A lot of things in the works. All right, thank you, guys. Make sure that you like and comment and subscribe. You have to say that because it helps. No one will watch these videos. I'll be like these other guys who have 7 views. You know, there'll be guys out there that are like, today I'm interviewing Sir Paul McCartney from my basement, and then it has 18 views because the algorithm doesn't get what they're doing, and that's why we need everybody to support. All right, I got to get out of here now and cry about my hair. Anyway, now how do I get out of this thing? All right, thank you. And I'll see you Friday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with Albert Bouchard, drummer for Blue Oyster Cult. And he's currently in one of the greatest punk bands of all time, The Dictators. All right.